Station of the Nebraska Rural Radio Association. This is the Platte Valley Companies pregame show, brought to you by Platte Valley Companies, your premier provider of financial services. Live from the Logos broadcast booth, it's the Platte Valley Companies pregame show.
Nebraska. Now let's check out today's special edition report box, brought to you by Extreme Outdoor Power.
Oregon Trail Park Stadium. I am Jared Brecker. I will be announcing for the rest of the season after Zach McKinstry left to take a job in North Carolina. We got Pioneers baseball for you. This is the Platte Valley Bank pregame show. Pioneers came last night, first game of the series, and had a really much-needed Game 1 win. After they visited Fremont last week, they left a 2-game series. They were shut out both games. The second game, they were no hit, and they only mustered 2 hits in this series. Yesterday was a whole different story for this Pioneers offense. They scored 9 runs on 14 hits and beat the Fremont Moo by a final score of 9-4. That loss pushed Fremont half a game behind the Spearfish Sasquatch for possession of first place in the Clark division. Carson Ohl on the mound for the Pioneers last night was dominant per usual. Went 6 innings, gave up only 4 hits on 1 run, didn't walk anyone, struck out 3. He now has a league's best 2.08 ERA. The Pioneers were also led by their offense, mainly the top of the order. Eric Smelka became the all-time Pioneers single-season hits leader. His first at-bat swung at the first pitch for his 76th hit of the season, which tied him. 3 more hits later, he stood at 79 and alone atop the Pioneers leaderboard. Cade Mcgee was also big in last night's win. He went 3 for 5, scored a run, drove in a run, had a single, double, triple, was just a home run away from the cycle. And Alex Zerfus out of the 3-hole went 2 for 4 with a walk and RBI. His average up to 314 on the year. But what really stood out was the top 3 batters of the Pioneers. Those 3 combined to go 9 for 14 with 5 runs batted in and 3 runs scored. Top of the order, really leading the Pioneers. Additionally, Ryan Reynolds came in, pitched 1 inning, gave up a hit on an earned run, walked 3, struck out 1. Paul Panduro came in the 8th and 9th to close the door. He went 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. His ERA now at 2.70. Notably, Kellen Rutz also had his first triple of the season, an RBI triple to pad the Pioneers' lead late in the game. As for the Moo, Chase Reynolds started on the mound, lasted 5 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, struck out 2. Jackson Krause came in for 2 innings. He gave up 3 runs, and that was all for the Moo. Now, offensively, they did not do much yesterday, although Dylan Sears hit a big 2-run home run in the 9th inning off Panduro, and Jack Simonson hit a solo shot at the beginning of the game, as the Moo will look to add some offense and have a little bit better pitching today. And with that, we are going to send you to break. And coming up, we have our pregame interview with head coach Antonio Garcia. You're listening to Jared Brecker on KNEB.
TDS brings over 40 years of experience in residential, industrial, and environmental best practices. When TDS takes your waste, you know it's going to a safe, environmentally friendly, privately owned landfill. TDS's private landfill has a lifetime permit and 600 acres remaining to be used. That's long-term security for your needs. They also have a state-of-the-art baler that reduces the needed space by 70%. That's efficiency. TDS landfill has no groundwater issues. Contact TDS at 307-532-7515 or log on to tdswy.com today. TDS, Torrington, Wyoming. Locally owned, globally innovative.
do it.
Building a legacy doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Hi, I'm Jody Rosiska, Raymond James Financial Advisor at Platte Valley Investment Center. From private wealth management to customized estate planning and wealth transfer, you can turn to us for comprehensive financial planning. We invest time in getting to understand you and your financial goals, so together we can create a strategy to help you live a life well planned.
Platte Valley Investment Center, Inc., Scottsbluff, Nebraska is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC.
Thank you.
I didn't think our internet really mattered for my business. We're a plumbing company. Who cares if you have to restart a router from time to time? But our security system relies on our Wi-Fi. And this morning, I realized it was a big deal. Allo's coming today. Should have had them come yesterday.
Don't let bad internet cause your business problems. Get Allo by visiting allofiber.com/business.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome into the Scottsbluff screen printing pregame interview. My name is Jared Brecker. I'm here with head coach Antonio Garcia. Antonio, when you guys left Fremont a couple weeks ago, you left with no runs on the series and only a couple of hits. Yesterday, you guys were able to put up 9 runs on 14 hits. How did that make you guys feel towards the end of the game?
Yeah, and playing good teams like this is always a challenge for us. And we did a great job with the bats from inning 1 through 9 against the really good teams, which was really good to see. Our boys are now got some confidence going into today, tomorrow, and then obviously next week we're going to hopefully play 2 really good teams.
How do I make it louder?
So we just got to keep the bats rolling, and it was really nice to see.
Antonio, when the game started, Eric Smelka was only 1 hit away from tying the Pioneers single-season hits record. He had 4 hits yesterday in the game. Did you know that he was chasing history?
I didn't actually. Do you know who had the record before?
No, I didn't.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either. But I mean, Eric's a competitor and a great kid, so no one better to host that title for probably a while.
Yeah, hopefully. Next is Cade Mcgee, who's been absolutely huge for this ball club. Had 2 extra base hits yesterday, RBI triple in the first, double later on in the game. How big is his presence out of the 2 or 3 hole been?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, he's been swinging the bat really well, and hopefully he can continue that on in the playoffs. Like I've been saying for a while, is we're trying to be playing our best baseball by the time we start playoffs on Monday. And right now, most of our lineup's doing a pretty good job. So we got a couple more games to really lock it in before we got to go up to either Fremont or Spearfish and compete for a title.
Speaking of the playoffs, you got Caden Edwards on the mound tonight, who will likely see start one of those games. Is there going to be a pitch limit for him tonight?
Yeah, same kind of thing with Carson. We'll keep him around 75, 80 pitches just so next week he'll be full, ready to go, no issues at all.
Awesome. Last thing, Antonio, we're going to be announcing before the game today that you are going to be coming back as head coach next season. What about this organization made you want to come back and head coach again next year?
I love the town of Gearing. It's been home to me for now three of my summers here in the last recent time. I got a great host family, a great group of people behind me that just make this place feel really special to me. This group of guys here has made this one of the best summers of my life, and I couldn't really ask more, and I'm just really excited to come back.
Awesome, Antonio. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jared.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, could I have EPI?
Sponsored by AbbVie.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Platte Valley pregame show. This is Jared Brecker on KNEB. As the starting lineups are announced, we'll go through them quickly, starting with the Fremont Moo. Leading off and playing center field, Tyler Push. Batting second and playing second, Dylan Sears. E.J. Taylor's in the 3-hole, and he's DHing tonight. Luke White, cleanup and playing first base. Jack Simonson gets the start in right field. Austin Baskin at shortstop. Darian Morphew in left. Peyton Leeper will take third base for this one, and Ryan Hayes behind the dish. Brody Sintek starts for the Fremont Moo. He's 6-2 on the season in 11 games. We'll take a quick break for the national anthem, and we'll come back with our Pioneers lineups in a minute.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the lands of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, that was Loretta Lacey singing the national anthem today, and we're back, and we'll go over the Pioneers lineup as the Pioneers are already on the field taking ground balls. We'll be ready to start soon. Leading off, our new hits leader for the single season, Eric Smelka, where he normally is. He'll be playing center field tonight. Cade Mcgee back in the 2-hole after his 3-hit effort last night. He's going to be playing third base. Alex Zerfis had a couple of hits in the RBI yesterday. He'll start this one in left field. Jake English batting in the cleanup spot. He'll be DHing. The California native Tyler Davis in the 5-hole behind the plate. John Ponder out of Georgia State will be starting in right field. Nate Schwartz gets this start at first base. And Kellen Rutz over at second. And the Gold Glover Jared Mazzaferro batting ninth and playing shortstop. Starting on the mound for the Pioneers tonight is Caden Edwards. Caden's a lefty out of Duluth, Minnesota. Goes to North Dakota State. He is a freshman, and he has pitched very well for the Pioneers this season. Stat line on Caden Edwards, 2-1 record, 2.93 ERA. He's pitched 10 games. 9 of them have been starts. Really stands out to me, 46 innings pitched and 56 strikeouts. That also goes along with only 18 walks and 33 hits. So Caden's got more strikeouts than walks and hits combined, and that's obviously a big reason why he's been so successful this season. He also leads the team in strikeouts, and he is seventh in the league in strikeouts, leads the team in strikeouts, and 4th on ERA. Caden Edwards starts throwing some warm-up pitches, and we'll get started in a minute. Caden's had a lot of success this year, especially at home. Pitching in front of the home fans. He went 6 shutout innings his last time out. Throws about mid to upper 80s, touch 90 with the fastballs. Got some really good off-speed stuff. As was mentioned in the pregame interview from Antonio, they're going to have him on a pitch limit today. Say there's a pretty good chance he starts game 1 or game 2 in the playoffs, regardless of who that may be. And we get ready for this one to begin. This is a huge game for Fremont, probably their biggest game of the year. They come into the day half a game back of the Spearfish Sasquatch, who currently hold the lead in the Clark division. The Sasquatch beat the Pier Trappers last night, and after Fremont lost, they swapped places in the standings. Fremont comes in, though, with a very respectable 39-21 record. The Pioneers at 39-20, only half a game better overall. But Fremont has been very good this second half. A lot of good pitching, but this is a team that will hit their way to victories, and that's sort of in the game plan for them. They didn't score too much yesterday, but we did see 2 long balls as the leadoff hitter Tyler Push comes up to the plate. And we are almost ready to get this one started. Tyler Push out of Newman University, right-hander, outfielder. He went 1 for 5 in the game yesterday, singled and scored on a home run in the 9th inning. And at 6:33 p.m., we are going to have our first pitch. Caden Edwards is on the bump. He's ready to deliver. And the first pitch of the game is fouled back, and it's 0-1. Caden's someone who really likes to attack hitters. Fastballs early in the count can really put you away with any of his 3 main pitches. But if you're going to get him, he's someone you want to get quickly because he does have nasty 2-strike stuff, has the stuff to really strike just about anyone out. See, winds and deals. That one swung on and missed outside, and it's quickly a 0-2 to the leadoff hitter, Tyler Push. Push now has a 5-game hitting streak in the Expedition League. Been one of the better leadoff hitters in the Expedition League thus far. If you look at his spray chart, someone that tends to pull the ball more so than not. As the fastball up puts him away, strike 3, and Caden Edwards with a very quick strikeout, strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3. That'll bring up Dylan Sears, who was also 1 for 5 last night's game. He had a 2-run home run off Paul Panduro late in the game. And Edwards lines up and deals. This one's popped up left side. Cade McGee will give it a look, but this one's going to get out of play down the left field line towards the bullpen. Sears has been one of Fremont's best and most consistent hitters this year. Someone that really likes to attack pitches early in the count. Saw him swing first pitch there. Of course, the slugger E.J. Taylor on deck. And the 0-1 delivery from Edwards. And that one's just low and outside, and the count's even. One delivery to Sears, swung on and missed, and that fastball's looking really good early for Caden Edwards as he gets right back on the mound. That's another thing about Caden is he really likes to work quickly. Throws his pitch, and he is right back on the mound. Sears had to step out for a sec there just to catch his breath. And here comes the 1-2. That ball's driven into right center field. That one's going to get down for a base hit. And we have our first base runner of the game as Ponder picks it up, throws it into Kellen Rutz. And Fremont's in the hit column. It's a base hit for Dylan Sears. So this will bring up E.J. Taylor. Taylor was, of course, Fremont's representative in this year's Expedition League Home Run Derby. Someone who certainly can beat you up at the plate. Goes to Southern Nazarian University, hometown in Midwest City, Oklahoma kid. He has really hit the ball well this year. Around a 400 clip, another dead pull hitter. Has only a couple hits to the opposite field this season. And first pitch is fouled right back, and it's 0-1. Sears over at first can certainly steal a base, but Caden has done a really good job this year at holding runners close at the bag. Jake English behind the plate has also done a really nice job this year of throwing out runners. This is not an easy team to run on, this Pioneers team, whether it's Jake English or Tyler Davis behind the plate. Edwards sets this 0-1 pitch, and it's driven in the air to center field. Pretty deep. Smelka back in. He'll get under it right before the warning track to make the play. Nice catch from Eric Smelka, who seems to just cover so much ground out there in center field. And there's 2 down here in the first. Still only a runner on. This will bring Luke White to the plate. Luke White was 0 for 5 yesterday and saw his batting average dip just below 300. from Lewis Clark State University, born in Lewiston, Idaho. Runner on first, 2 down, and a delivery. It's a curveball low and in. He did not go, and it's 1-0. White has pitched a little bit this year. Actually has gone in 2 games, thrown 2 innings so far, but obviously he is here for his bat. 4 home runs, 6 doubles, 29 RBIs, and a .299 average as he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. In 38 games and 147 at-bats, White has 26 runs scored and 44 hits, so he's certainly been one of the Moo's more productive hitters on the year. And an ugly swing on the curveball low and in. That one gets in the dirt, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Now, this is not the situation you want to get in with Caden Edwards on the mound because he can go right back to that nasty curveball, but he's also got that fastball up in the zone that he has such good precision with. Really just a multitude of ways that Caden Edwards can get batters out. He's set here with the 1-2 and the delivery off speed, fouled towards the Pios dugout left side. Will do it again, 1-2. Fremont opting to use a player as their first base coach today, as only their head coach was able to make this trip, as the 1-2 fouled off again. So a nice little at-bat from Luke White here, working Caden's pitch count, who had gone through the first few hitters fairly quickly. Jack Simonson, who also hit a home run in last night's game, is on deck. The 1-2. Edwards sets and deals. Another off speed. That one's up in the zone. And the count's even 2-2. Caden not too happy with himself on that pitch. He'll regroup. Two-two pitch coming again. This one's a slide step, fastball up, swung on and missed from Luke White, and Caden Edwards is through the first inning. So the Moo are able to get the first base runner of the game on a base hit, but they can do nothing more with it. We're going to send this to the break. I'm Jared Brecker, and this is KNEB.
At Team GMC, we promise one low price, plain and simple, always. We put our very best price on all our vehicles 365 days a year. Not only can you see the prices, but so can our competition, so you know they're good. Come on in and experience the difference at Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks, just one low price, plain and simple, always. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we are professional grade.
Details do matter, but you need to keep your eyes on the future. Let E&H handle the details. Professionals working side by side with you, offering accounting, tax planning, valuation services, and litigation support, and developing a strategy for the day you leave it all behind. Troy Hilliard, Seth Cobalt, and Lindsay Matthews are the professionals you want on your team. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC. 2021 Broadway, Scottsbluff. Innovative, trusted, proven.
The Christmas in July sale is going on right now at Viera Wireless, and we invite you to come in and see just how big the savings are. You'll get up to $1,000 off iPhone plus other top brands. We're your trusted local source for iPhone and iPad. So bring your family, transfer your numbers, and get an extra $200 per line. Let us take care of you by making the transfer easy and free of hassle and hidden fees. For Christmas in July savings, come visit your local Viera store today.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball. It's Pioneers nothing, Fremont nothing as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Caden Edwards had a very efficient top half of the first, and the Pioneers will get a chance to bat. Eric Smelka leading off, Caden Mcgee batting second, and Alex Zerfus in the 3-hole. As I said earlier, those three combined to go 9 for 14 with 5 RBIs in yesterday's game, as they will look for a repeat performance here. Eric Smelko became the Pioneers single-season all-time hits leader last night. He went 4 for 5 at the plate, a couple RBIs, a couple of runs scored. Really just another day at the office for Eric Smelko, who's been so good this season. Leads this Pioneers team with a .343 batting average. And the first pitch to him taking all the way, and it's strike one. On the mound tonight for the Moo is Brody Sintek, the righty. He's a homegrown kid right out of Fremont, goes to Wayne State College. As his 0-1 pitch is hit hard, ground ball up the middle, second baseman makes the play, throw over to first, and he got him. Wow, what a play from Dylan Sears, ranging to the hole, backhanding that ball and making a perfect throw to the first baseman, Luke White. And Sintek certainly appreciates that one, and there is one out here in the bottom of the first. As I was saying about Brody Sintek, he's pitched to a 6-2 record this year. ERA is a little bit high, 5.57, but he's been very good for this Moo team. He's thrown 61 in the third innings pitch this year, 48 strikeouts as his first pitch to Mcgee is an off-speed pitch for strike one. Sintek has struck out 48, walked 17, but given up 74 hits on the year. That's really been his main concern. As Mcgee grounds one softly to second base, Sears will make the throw, and there's quickly two down here in the bottom of the first. This Fremont Moo team has done a really nice job in the field this season. Specifically, their infield made a bunch of great plays, really just play sound defense all around. As this will bring up Alex Zerfus with 2 outs and no one on. Zerfus went 2 for 4 with a walk in last night's game. He also had an RBI, raised his batting average to .314. And Zerfus has quickly become one of the biggest hitters in this Pioneers lineup as he just keeps hitting. And he'll take the off-speed pitch in the zone for strike one. So interesting from Sintek, first time we've seen him here at home. Likes to start batters with off-speed, it seems like. Has gone there all 3 times as the 0-1 fastball misses inside and the count is even at 1. Sintek also quick back into his motion on the mound, 1-1 pitch. Zerfus gets under that one, a lazy fly ball into center field. This should do it. The catch is made and the inning is over. We are through with 1 inning. Fremont 0, Pioneer 0. We'll be back after a short break. This is Jared Brecker on KNEB.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as we pick up in the top half of the second inning. Caden Edwards back out there on the bump after a quick first inning. Gave up 1 hit but struck out 2. And it'll be the right fielder Jack Simonson for the Fremont Moo. Simonson homered last night. Also comes into this game with a 4-game hitting streak. Been really good for the Moo this season. Comes into the game with a .286 average. Scored 31 times, 36 hits. And he'll take the first pitch of this at-bat up and away, ball 1. Simonson's out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, goes to North Dakota State University. But here in Fremont for the summer, and second pitch seems to just miss inside, and it's 2-0. Richardson also has 10 doubles. Last night was only his 3rd home run of the season. 22 runs batted in. He's walked 29 times. Stolen a couple of bags. And 2-0 pitch is hit well into the hole. Mazzaferro dives, but he won't be able to make the play. And it's a leadoff single for Jack Simonson. So make that a 5-game hitting streak for Simonson. Took a really nice swing at that 2-0 pitch. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Austin Baskin. Caden Edwards, someone that doesn't tend to give up a lot of base runners, but when he has, he's been very good this season, and that's reflective in his 1.93 ERA. As this will bring up Austin Baskin, goes to Memphis College. Hometown is in Covington, Tennessee. The 0-0 pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1. Baskin's hitting .271 on the season and 166 at-bats. He's played 40 of Fremont's 60 games so far. Has scored 30 runs, has 45 hits, 8 doubles, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. That pitch is drilled really well to right field. That's going to take Ponder back, looking back, and he can't make the catch. Baskin's on his way to second. Simonson's going to third. And runners on second and third, and no one out for the Moo. That ball had a chance to get out. Baskin really hit that one well to right field. Just a fastball up and away. Didn't try to do too much, just went with it. Thought Ponder might have had a chance to catch it at the warning track, although it might have hit the wall. But anyways, it's second and third and no one out for the Fremont Moo, and that'll bring up Darian Morphew. Pioneers in some early trouble. They'll play the infield back corners in, as Morphew will look to draw first blood here in this one. Caden and Jake English having a hard time getting on the same page, so English will pay him a quick trip out to the mound. Darian Morphew, who has not been able to play college for the last 2 seasons, as he is an Ivy Leaguer out of Brown University. So he'll be excited to get started come this coming season. He is from Tolar, Texas. He's had a really nice summer so far for the Moo and 190 at-bats. He has a .295 batting average. And the first pitch to Morphew, check swing. They're going to appeal it. He did not go, and it's 1-0. Morphew is 0-for-4 with a strikeout in last night's game, but he is someone that is very reliable to get on base, drive runners in, has 32 runs batted in, 47 runs scored. 56 hits on this young season. Doesn't have a lot of power. Only 8 doubles, no home runs. Someone who can certainly keep a rally going. As he chases the fastball up and misses it, it's 1-1. Edwards has gone to all fastballs this inning after throwing a decent amount of curveballs in the top half of the first. Cade Mcgee in another step at third base. And the 1-1 pitch to Morphew. Off-speed pitch. That one gets the corner. And it's 1-2. Well, Caden Edwards can certainly use a strikeout right here. Has been so good this season at getting that big out when he needs it, but he's in a world of trouble here with second and third no one out. Peyton Leeper is on deck. And the 1-2 delivery to Morphew is an off-speed pitch that'll sail up and a little bit away. It's 2-2. Darian Morphew, also a big threat on the bases, in 50 games has 15 stolen bases. So someone that can certainly do damage regardless of where he is on base. Count even, and the pitch. Fastball is laid off, and it's a full count. Morphew doing a really nice job here of extending this pitch count for Caden Edwards. And as we mentioned earlier, it's not going to be a ton of pitches for Caden tonight. Sure, the Pioneers would love to get 5 innings out of him if possible. 3-2 pitch to Morphew. Caden Edwards is set, and the delivery. Swung on and missed. A huge strikeout for Caden Edwards. He needed that one. And there's one down in the top half of the second. That's exactly what I was talking about right there. It just seems like Caden Edwards has a way of turning on that extra gear when he really needs to get an out. Another challenging matchup coming up, though, in Peyton Leeper, the third baseman. Peyton Leeper goes to Southeast Missouri State, originally from Missouri. He's played about half the games this season, hit .286 up until now. Right-hander will take the off-speed pitch just low, and it's 1-0. Leeper, as well as so many other position players on this team, has actually gotten a couple chances to pitch. In 2 games, he's thrown 3 innings, has not given up a run, and struck out 3. So he'll take that 0 ERA. First pitch to him is fouled off to the right side and into the stands, and it's 0-1. The 9-hitter Ryan Hayes, the catcher, sits on deck.
At the top of the second inning, 2-0, Western Nebraska. Second game of 3 after Pioneers won last
1-1 delivery. Missed ball 1 on that one. Caden Edwards is set. Count even, and the delivery, an off-speed pitch. That one's going to be low too, and it's 2-1. So these Fremont hitters have done a decent job this inning of working the count in their favor. Although Caden Edwards was able to come back from down 3-1 to strike out Darian Morphew, Peyton Leeper will look to at least get Fremont started with a run. Infield's back, and he fouls that pitch up and away. Fouls it right back, and we're even at 2-2. Edwards would really, really like a strikeout here. The infield's back. The Pioneers will concede a run for an out. Edwards already back up on that mound. He loves to work quickly. Leeper gets set in the box, and the 2-2 delivery, an off-speed pitch. Low, and he did not go around, and the count is full. So another full count for the Fremont Moo. Leeper, in only 33 games, has driven in 21 runs. He's also walked 21 times. 32 hits, 3 home runs. Really just needs a ground ball or a fly ball to get these Fremont Moose started today. And the 3-2 delivery from Caden Edwards. Foul down the right field line. And we're going to keep it at 3-2. Eric Smelka is moving over a little bit towards right. Zerfus playing the gap in left center field. Other than that, relatively straight up to the third baseman. Crowd getting into it now, and the full count delivery from Caden Edwards is popped up, and this one is also going to get out of play. That one's going to get into the military base, and we're going to do it again, 3-2. So Caden Edwards has gone to 3 straight fastballs with the full count. Be interesting to see what he does right here. Inning started off very simply with just a single to the left side. Play Mazzaferro almost made, but then a double from Austin Baskin made it second and third, no one out. Morphew struck out, and here we are with second and third, 1 out. And the full count delivery from Caden Edwards. Fastball up and away, ball 4. And the Fremont Moo have loaded the bases with only 1 out. So the double play is in order now for the Pioneers. Caden Edwards will look to get a strikeout or the ground ball right here. Pioneers team, who has not played great defense all season long, has gotten a lot better recently. And a lot of credit is due to this infield, specifically Cade Mcgee at third base. Made a lot of nice plays lately, someone that you can just rely on really just making just about anything. Obviously, Mazzaferro, the Gold Glover at shortstop, and Kellen Rutz has done a really good job over at second base this season. And the first pitch to Ryan Hayes is a ball, low and away, and it's 1-0. Caden Edwards is going to try to start throwing some more strikes here. The 1-0 delivery. He's set, fires. That ball is driven in the air to center field and deep. Smelka going back, all the way back, and it's off his glove. This is going to score Simonson. Baskin's going to come in. Morphew on his way to third. Leeper's at third, rather. And Hayes will have to stop at first base with a 2-run single. Eric Smelka almost made an unbelievable catch at the warning track. That one just gets off his glove, and that's the second ball this inning that a Pioneers outfielder nearly made a web gem on. But instead, it's Fremont 2 as they draw first blood here. Simonson scored on the play, so did Baskin. Moved a Leeper all the way up to third base. Hayes over at first. And a quick 2-0 lead for the Moo, as this will bring Tyler Push back up to the plate. Push struck out his first time up on 3 pitches. first pitch from Edwards, and just off the plate, 1-0. Eric Smelka is someone who covers a ton of ground out there in center field. Ran a long way just to get to that ball, and I thought he had it. Looked to have gone in and out of his glove. Great effort there nonetheless. The 1-0 delivery from Caden Edwards. That one's low, and it's 2-0, and he falls behind another hitter here. Edwards is going to try to regroup here. All he needs is a ground ball to get through this one. He's just been missing a little bit on that fastball so far. He'll set and deal with the 2-0 pitch. That ball is up, 3-0. Moo have the dangerous Dylan Sears on deck as Peyton Leeper takes his lead off third, Ryan Hayes off of first. 3-0 delivery, have to assume that push is going to be taking here. And the 3-0 is right there for strike one. Nice pitch there from Caden Edwards as he tries to get back into this at-bat. Caden's ready for the delivery here. Push in the batter's box. 3-1 pitch, set, dealed, fly ball, right field. That's going to get out of play, and it's a full count. Fremont Moo really need this game. They've really needed all three in this series. Dropped a tough one last night, 9-4. The Spearfish Sasquatch now in sole possession of first place in the Clark division. As we'll take a look at the scoreboard around the league as that game is 0-0 on the top of the first, just starting. Edwards back into this count, 3-2, slide step, the pitch fouled right back off. It's another thing Caden Edwards does really well is keeping hitters off balance. He's got that slide step that he goes to when he needs it. Really just makes the hitters have to keep that front foot down and be ready to hit at all times. Hasn't given much of a look to Ryan Hayes, the catcher over at first base, and that's probably for good reason. Double play is in order. Caden Edwards would also take a strikeout here. And he'll set the 3-2 pitch. Runner's going, but it's ball four upstairs, and the bases are loaded again. So that fastball's missing up right now for Caden Edwards, as we're going to get another trip to the mound from Jake English, and also a trip to the mound from Trent Kiefer. So with the bases loaded and one out, that is going to bring up Dylan Sears, the first hit of the game back in the first. Also hit that 2-run home run last night, so he comes in swinging a hot bat. As the Pioneers will look for a way to get out of this one. And looks like we're ready to play baseball again as the infielders go back to their spots. English back behind home plate. Bases are loaded. One man out. Peyton Leeper sits on third. Ryan Hayes sits on second. Tyler Push now over at first base. The all-dangerous E.J. Taylor looms large on deck, and this is a hitter that Caden Edwards is going to have to go right after. Has the lefty-lefty. And the first pitch is hit a mile high. This one's going to get over me at the press box. And it's 0-1. So nice job there from Caden Edwards getting back into the count. Not sure what Trent Kiefer there said to him. Probably just calming him down, telling him get back into that game plan and keep pounding the strike zone, which Edwards has done so well all season long. Double play is back in order, so he'll take a ground ball here. Sears, a tough man to double up, though. The 0-1 pitch is hit softly, right side. There's Edwards. He's going to look to go home, and he does, and makes a great play. And he gets Peyton Leeper at the plate. Really nice job fielding his position from Caden Edwards, who got off the mound in a split second. Threw off balance a strike to Jake English behind home plate. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs now. Score that a 1-2 putout. The bases will remain loaded. We still have a chance to open up this game more, and no one better to do it than E.J. Taylor. E.J. Taylor, obviously a huge power threat, but someone that can just drive in runs too. Has 41 RBIs in 44 games, 70 hits, 16 doubles, 8 home runs. Really just a scary presence in the box. As the first pitch to him, a huge swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Taylor. Second batter now that Caden Edwards has gone ahead on, which is a good sign for him, as the Pioneers will look to escape this inning with only 2 runs. Taylor, a big man, but also has 10 stolen bases on the year, so don't count him out on the bases. The 0-1 pitch to him is fouled off to the right side. It's 0-2. And Caden Edwards now has his shot to get out of this inning. With 2 strikes, the infield will shift slightly more towards the pull side. Taylor was 2 for 3 in last night's game, hit a double late, also drew a walk. Slugging percentage up to .663 on the season with a .414 batting average. And the pitch off speed, laid off. Really nice take there from E.J. Taylor, to the dismay of the home fans here in Gearing, Nebraska. Got a full crowd tonight at the ballpark. Most seats are taken, as the fans are eager to watch this rivalry. First time Fremont has come to Gearing this summer. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. E.J. Taylor did not like that call, but Caden Edwards does a real nice job of picking off the corner. And although he gave up 2 runs, really nice job there from Edwards for escaping that big inning that it could have been. And we will go to the bottom half of the second inning. It's Fremont 2, Pioneers 0.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, could I have EPI?
Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hi, Mike Morvik here to tell you about Hydrozen, a new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water to float and rejuvenate your body. As a Scottsbluff physical therapist, I help people with physical issues, and believe me, when I discovered Hydrozen, I knew that it could help. I believe in this so much that we are offering Hydrozen at a 25% discount. It's a limited time offer, so book your float now by going to hydrozenfloat.com or give us a call at 308-63-FLOAT today. Hydrozen, unplug and recharge.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium, as the Pioneers look to get the bats going in the bottom half of the second inning. Top of the second, the Fremont Moo put 2 runs on the board, thanks to a long 2-run single off the bat of catcher Ryan Hayes. And Jake English will lead off for the Pioneers. First pitch off speed in the zone for strike 1. English comes from the University of Kansas. Local kid, he's from Kansas. He's the catcher for this one. Another big swing and a miss there on the off speed. Looked fooled there. It's 0-2. English has had a great season here in the Expedition League, batting .319, 37 hits. Had the Pioneers' first home run of the season, but has not hit one since. And the 0-2 pitch is right on the corner. Strike 3 called. And Brody Sintek coming right after Jake English there in a quick strikeout. And that'll bring up Tyler Davis. Sintek has been one of the Moo's best pitchers so far this season. ERA is a little bit high, but he gives them quality and he gets them deep into games. Last few outings, well, his last outing rather, not a good one. 1 inning pitched only as that fastball misses up and into Tyler Davis. 1 inning, gave up 5 earned runs, walked a batter. But before that, he had gone 6 innings, 8 innings, 6 innings, 6 innings, and 6 innings, giving up no more than 4 runs in that span. It's 2-0 now to Tyler Davis. That pitch misses inside. Tyler Davis, the DH for tonight, has also caught and played first base so far this season. And that one's going to get the zone. It's strike one to Tyler Davis, who sits at second on the team in home runs with 4. 2 of them have been here at home, 2 on the road. Tyler Davis out of Fresno, California. He goes to Fresno State. 2-1 pitch is laid off, and it's going to be 3-1 to Tyler Davis. Tyler's hitting .265 this season in 40 games. He has 36 hits, 6 doubles, 4 home runs, 22 runs batted in, and 21 walks. What really stands out to me, though, 17 stolen bases from a catcher, as he takes strike 2 there, and it's a full count. So Tyler Davis, not really your classic catcher's build, more of a tall, lanky kid, but he's done a real nice job behind the plate this season for the Pioneers, and an even better job at the plate for him. And the 3-2 pitch is going to miss low and inside, and the Pioneers have their first base runner of the night. 6-pitch walk to Tyler Davis. And that's going to bring up John Ponder with 1 on and 1 out. Ponder comes from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Goes to Georgia State. He's the sophomore. Ponder was having some struggles at the plate until they came home for the Spud Series. Went 2 for 2 in game 1. Added another hit on the 31st and was the player of the game that day. Was 1 for 4 in yesterday's game, as he'll take the off-speed pitch low. It's 1 ball and no strikes to John Ponder. Ponder's got 21 hits, 28 runs scored, 2 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs on the season. One of those being an inside-the-park home run. Also driven in 18 and walked 20 times. And he'll take the pitch low and in the dirt. Davis running, the throw down to second, and he gets under the tag. A great throw from the catcher, Ryan Hayes, but Tyler Davis just able to beat it. And the Pioneers will have a runner in scoring position for Ponder. And the wheels we were talking about with Tyler Davis coming in right there. Didn't steal the base, but really just a nice break when you saw that pitch in the dirt. Didn't hesitate at all. And the Pioneers are now a single away from cutting this Fremont lead in half. Sintek gets ready, deals a 2-0 pitch. That one's drilled into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Throw comes in, misses the cutoff man. Davis will stop at third base. Ponder at first. First hit of the day for the Pioneers, and they have runners on the corners with 1 out. That'll bring up Nate Schwartz now. Nice piece of hitting there. Just going the other way on a 2-0 pitch from John Ponder. Just got a fastball in the outside corner. Really nice job going with it. And that'll bring up Nate Schwartz, who's at first base today. Nate Schwartz, another catcher on this Pioneers roster, is certainly not a position they lack depth at. First pitch, ground ball, soft up the middle. Shortstop's there, throw to second base, back on to first, and it's a double play. And just what the doctor ordered for the Fremont Moo. Austin Baskin to Dylan Sears back over to first base. And a big double play there. End of 2, Fremont 2, Pioneer 0. You're listening to KNEB.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time? After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
Drive happy this summer with auto insurance from J.G. Elliott. Hi, I'm Lila Nash, and when you choose J.G. Elliott as your auto insurance provider, you'll get a variety of options and deductibles, including car rental coverage and customized equipment coverage, so you can get on the road without the worry. If a new boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV is part of your summer plan, we can insure that too. Plus, you can bundle your vehicle and home insurance to save even more. J.G. Elliott has insurance coverage for all your summer adventures. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 459287.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. As we start playing the top of the third inning, it's the Fremont Moo 2, the Western Nebraska Pioneers nothing. Caden Edwards has gone 2 innings. First one a lot better than the second did, although he only surrendered 2 runs in the inning. He already has 4 strikeouts. As it's going to be Luke White, Jack Simonson, and Austin Baskin for the Fremont Moo. Luke White out of Idaho comes up to the plate. He'll take that pitch down. It's 1-0. Only 23 strikeouts and 147 at-bats this year. Someone who tends to put the ball in play, and he put that one in play to left field. Deep. Oh, my God. Forget about that one. An absolute moonshot off the bat of Luke White, as that ball might have gone over the lights in left center field. That's his 5th home run of the season, his 30th RBI of the year, and it is now 3-0 Fremont. Just jumped on that 1-0 fastball and hit it a mile. And he knew it the second he hit that one. His teammates will greet him outside of their dugout. And a tough way to start the inning for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Fremont's firing on all cylinders tonight. They know that they need to take these 2 games, really, if they want to have a spot in the playoffs, potentially. It's going to bring up Jack Simonson. He went deep yesterday. And first pitch curveball moves his feet a little bit, and it's 1-0. Caden Edwards, not someone who really struggles under pressure at all. He kind of lives for these situations. He's right back on the bump, not going to lose any confidence after that blast. He goes right after Simonson with that fastball, and the count's even at 1. Simonson hit his 3rd home run of the year last night from the left side of the plate. Now batting right-handed. And the 1-1 pitch to him on the way, off-speed pitch. Really nice curveball there from Edwards, and it's 1-2. Simonson hitting .286 on the season. And the 1-2 pitch, off-speed pitch. Really nice spot there from Caden Edwards, and he gets the strikeout. That was a dirty curveball. Really just a great spot there, and there's 1 down here in the top half of the 3rd. That'll bring up Austin Baskin. Baskin really got the Fremont rally going last inning. He doubled off the right field wall to make it 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. He would come around to score on the long single from Ryan Hayes. And the first pitch to him is going to miss low and away, and it's 1-0. Edwards, not someone who walks a lot of batters at all. He has only walked 18 this season to go along with a whopping 56 strikeouts. So someone that really picks off the strike zone well as he gets back into the count there, 1-1. Winds and deals, and that pitch is driven up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. And Fremont hitting like they mean it today. A line drive single for Austin Baskin, and he's now 2 for 2. So with 1 out, the Moo get a runner on first base. This will bring up Darian Morphew. Morphew came up with 2nd and 3rd and no 1 out in the top of the 2nd inning. Worked the count full, but was retired on a 3-2 fastball that beat him on the inside part of the plate. We'll have another chance for the man on base now. First pitch to him, misses up and in. It's ball 1. Middle infield at double play depth. Cade Mcgee in a little bit at 3rd base. Obviously, Nate Schwartz holding the runner on at first base. Outfield very straight up as well. And the 1-0 delivery from Edwards. A slide step and a swing and a miss. Counts even. So Edwards gets right back into the count there. But if you look up on the scoreboard, you'll see that he's given up 6 hits thus far. Not like Caden Edwards at all. Someone that typically mows lineups down. Not someone that gives up more than a hit or 2 in an inning. Very rare that you were able to string hits against him. And that pitch just misses off the plate. That one looked good to me. It looked good to Jake English, who took a second to throw that ball back as well, but it's 2-1. Edwards on the mound. He's already ready to deal. 2-1 pitch is coming up now. Peyton Leeper, who drew a walk his last time up, is on deck. Edwards set, and he deals the slide step up and in, and he misses again. It's 3-1. So for the second straight at bat, Darian Morphew, chance to hit with 3 balls. Was up in the count 3-0 his last time before Caden Edwards was able to come all the way back and record the strikeout. Edwards now has 5 strikeouts and only 2 in the 3rd innings pitched. So his off speed's working well today. And fastball up and in. He's going to miss for ball 4 there. It's a 1-out walk, and that's going to move Austin Baskin to second base. Peyton Leeper comes up to the plate. He drew a walk his last time up. So the control hasn't been there today for Caden Edwards, someone that usually pinpoint with his accuracy. As we'll get a little bit of action in the Pioneers bullpen. Remember, we're trying to keep Caden Edwards on a small pitch limit, given that the playoffs begin next week, as that pitch misses up and away. It's 1-0 to Leeper. Edwards has pitched 10 games this season. He started 9 of them. Coming in with a 2-1 record. Someone who strikes out a lot of hitters. The 1-0 pitch to Leeper, and that one's going to get the corner, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Peyton Leeper. Leeper out of Southeast Missouri State. 286 clip coming into the day. Caden Edwards ready to fire. Curveball. Gets in the dirt, bounces for a second, but not nearly far enough for Austin Baskin to try to move to third base. It's 2-1. Caden Edwards finding himself behind another hitter. It's going to be Ryan Hayes on deck, who drove deep fly ball to center field that would end up falling and score 2 Fremont runs back in the second. The 2-1 delivery, that fastball misses up. Missing upstairs on a lot of fastballs today. Infield going to look to turn a double play. 1 ground ball gets the Pioneers out of this inning. Fremont has already had 8 base runners in this one, 6 via the hit, 2 via the walk. Edwards has also struck out 5. So we have a 3-1 count now to Leeper. Edwards fires. Fastball up and away. He's going to walk Leeper again. Second time he's walked Leeper in this one. And that's going to bring up Hayes, who already has 2 RBIs in this game. You have to wonder if Caden Edwards might be done after this 3rd inning. Although he's someone that can certainly get his stuff back and get into a groove, although he's going to need a ground ball or a strikeout here with Hayes coming up to the plate. Hayes attacking a pitch early his last at-bat. We'll see what he does this time. Sets, deals, big swing and a big miss. And it's 0-1. Big swing there from Hayes, who from the looks of it was trying to hit one in a similar spot he hit one his last time. Hayes goes to Yakima Valley College, where our second baseman Kellen Rutz goes to school, so they must know each other well. Edwards on the 0-1, sets, fires, and off-speed pitch it. Misses by a lot. Dropped by English, but not nearly far enough for Baskin to come in. The count is 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Fremont 3, the Pioneers 0. Edwards looking to get himself out of a jam here. Ryan Hayes stands in his way. Hayes comes out of Bothell, Washington, hitting just .209 on the season with 20 RBIs. That pitch gets the corner. Nice spot there from Caden Edwards. The count is in his favor now. It's 1-2. So it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Hayes. Edwards could use a strikeout here. Off-speed pitch. Nice job staying alive there from Hayes, as he'll just foul that one off. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Take a quick look around the league. The Source Valley SaberDogs over the Casper Horseheads 4-3 in the top of the 5th. SaberDogs won by around 20 runs yesterday, so Casper will look to bounce back. And the 1-2 fastball misses up and away, and the count is even at 2. The Weed City Whiskey Jacks up on the bottom of the 6th over the Sioux Falls Sunfish. That game's 1-0. We're going to be taking a lot of looks at the Spearfish Sasquatch versus the Pure Trappers game today, as that game has big playoff implications. We've said before, Fremont Moo really need to win this game. They've come out strong so far, 3-0, but this is a Pioneers team that has really good depth pitching and has a lot of really good players at the plate. So they're going to look for more here. The 2-2 pitch fouled off, and we'll do it again, 2-2. This is a Pioneers team that has really thrived off of opposing bullpens this year, so no lead really feels big enough. Certainly the Fremont Moo would like to build their lead, get another couple runs this inning. It's Caden Edwards' job to stop them there. 2-2, 1 out. He's ready to deal. And the pitch to Hayes, swung on in, missed on the outside corner. A huge strikeout there from Caden Edwards. And a big out, number 2 for the Pioneers. That'll bring the leadoff hitter Tyler Push up, and he is going to get his 3rd at-bat in 3 innings. So plenty of playing time for Push. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Also walked in the 2nd inning, was stranded at 2nd base. 6 strikeouts already for Caden Edwards. Just looks to build that team lead. Bases are loaded. 2 men down. Pioneers playing straight up all around. First pitch of the at-bat to Push, and that one's going to get the zone. Nice pitch there from Edwards. It's 0-1. It's been an eventful inning thus far, but Edwards would be able to escape with only 1 run surrendered if he's able to get Push out here. Pioneers playing no doubles in the outfields. Caden Mcgee back at 3rd base. Schwartz back at 1st base. They're going to try to stop any ground ball from getting into the outfield here. The 0-1 delivery is an off-speed pitch. Another great spot there from Caden Edwards. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Not the situation you want to be in against Edwards, who seems to have gotten that off-speed pitch exactly where he wants it, especially these last couple of batters now. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Not a situation you want to put something in the zone here. But we'll see. Edwards likes to go right after hitters. No balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Push. That fastball is hit to the military base over on the right side, and we're going to do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Push from Newman University, from Fremont, Nebraska. So no host family for Tyler Push. He's able to live at home. Ballpark not too far from his house. Pioneers fans getting into it now, as they're going to cheer on Edwards to get out of this inning now. It's no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. And the pitch to Tyler Push. Off-speed pitch. It was a good one. Did he go? They're going to appeal it. No, he did not go. And Jake English cannot believe it. Neither can the coaching staff. Tyler Davis, rather, behind the plate. Fans are really getting into it now. The dugout is hot. Umpire is going to issue a warning, and someone's just been tossed from this game. I'm not sure who just got ejected from this one. Seems to be pointing over towards the Pioneers coaching staff. Not sure if that was head coach Antonio Garcia. Not sure who that is, but the Pioneers bench livid after Caden Edwards was not given that pitch. Certainly looked like Push went around. And we'll wait a minute to see which coach it was that got ejected. I think they're figuring that out now, as the umpire really just pointed towards the dugout before making the call. That certainly got the fans into it. They're as loud as we've heard them all night now. And it was assistant coach Jackson Cobb that got the hook. As he walks out of the dugout, he is now on his way to the exits. And a short night at the ballpark for Jackson Cobb as he'll leave in the top of the third. And the Pioneers will look to regroup now. The fans are back in the game. Players are certainly in this one. And Kane Edwards will try to get out of it. He's back on the mound. 1-2 pitch to push. Outside corner. And just missed off the plate. This umpiring crew is going to hear it again from the fans. That one might have been a little bit off. Another warning now towards the bench from the home plate umpire. And Antonio Garcia has been thrown out of this game. And the Pioneers are down to one coach now. Antonio Garcia cannot believe he was just tossed out of this game. Seemed to be a very quick hook after he was arguing that ball 2 call. So now the Pioneers are down to just Trent Kiefer, as Jackson Cobb and Antonio Garcia have been tossed from this game. And Trent Kiefer is going to have to be as calm as possible the rest of this game, regardless of the calls, because the Pioneers are running out of coaches. Certainly a longer break than Caden Edwards was hoping he'd have this inning, as there's still bases loaded and 2 out. Head coach Antonio Garcia making his way to the exits now. And what an eventful top half of the third inning. Pioneers players are still just standing around in the field. I'm not sure what this delay is about now. Trent Kiefer, the lone Pioneers coach, over in that dugout. Trent Kiefer might be the only coach tomorrow night, too, if Antonio Garcia and Jackson Cobb have to serve a 1-game suspension. Unclear if that'll be the case now, but for now it's Trent Kiefer and it's Caden Edwards back on the mound. This is a big pitch with the bases loaded. It's 2-2. The off-speed pitch hit to left center field. This one should be playable. Alex Zerfis comes over. He makes the play, and a very eventful top half of the third inning is finally over. We'll take a short break. Again, you're listening to KNEB.
Hi, this is Shane from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery. I would like to personally invite you to come out and enjoy this year's Old West Balloon Fest. Please bring the whole family to this amazing event. Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be at most of those events selling the official souvenir t-shirts. Please come see us and support this amazing event. You may check out their website for details on launches and various event locations at theoldwestballoonfest.com. Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery, supporting the Old West Balloon Fest from downtown Scottsbluff.
When you decide to sell your car, there are so many more options than ever before. Do not overlook Team Auto Center as a top-rated buyer for your old vehicle. No need to trade it in on a new one. Team Auto Center will give you a fair market price for your vehicle with no expectation of you purchasing from us. Come experience the difference at Team Auto Center or visit us online at teamautocenter.net.
Embrace summer with the Platte Valley Bank Home Equity line of credit. Relax on your new deck, get cooking in your recently renovated kitchen, or finally finish the basement. You can even consolidate debt and enjoy lower monthly payments just by using the equity in your home. With great rates and fast, friendly lenders, now is the time to embrace summer and tackle projects that will make the whole family happy. Learn more at www.pbbank.com.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as we get set to begin the bottom half of the third inning. If you weren't listening in the top of the third, you missed quite a bit. Inning started with a long home run off the bat off of Luke White. The bases were then loaded with 2 outs, and Tyler Push on a pitch that he almost went around on, but according to the umpires, he didn't. That got assistant coach Jackson Cobb thrown out of the game. The very next pitch, a fastball was thrown off the corner that Pioneer staff thought was a strike, but was not called a strike. And head coach Antonio Garcia got run, as the Pioneers send a position player to be the first base coach, and Trent Kiefer takes over at third. Kellen Rutt steps up to the plate. 1-0 pitch is drilled in the air to center field, pretty deep. Center fielder back, and he makes the grab, but a nice piece of hitting there from Kellen Rutz. That catch was made by Tyler Push. And there's one out quickly in the bottom half of the third. That'll bring up the Gold Glover, Jared Mazzaferro. This Pioneers team really thin on infielders. They only have 4 infielders on the roster. 3 of the 4 playing in the infield today, and Mazzaferro drives that one into right field, and the Pioneers have their second hit of the day. Mazzaferro jumping on the first pitch, as we've seen him do so many times this season, and the Pioneers have a runner on with 1 down. I was saying with the infielders, Jared Mazzaferro is playing short, Cade Mcgee at third, Kellen Rutz at second. Antonio Nanez gets the day off after starting a bunch of games in a row. That moved Nate Schwartz to first base, who is normally the catcher for this team. And a check swing there from Eric Smelka. Are they going to appeal it? No, they are not, and that's ball 1. Now they're going to appeal it. No, he did not go around. 1 ball, no strikes. So here comes Smelka and his .341 batting average on the air. As we mentioned, he got his 79th hit yesterday, all-time leader for the Pioneers in a single season, and he'll take that pitch outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Smelka's a sophomore out of St. Mary's College, hometown La Mesa, California. Been playing a really good outfield for the Pioneers, leads the Expedition League in at-bats, second in average, second in hits. And that pitch gets the corner. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Smelka will look to hit here. Mazzaferro takes his lead off of first base. Brody Sintek back on the mound now. Sintek has looked really good thus far. Has retired all but 2 batters. Has a strikeout in this one. Hasn't walked 1 batter rather. And he's going to miss there to Eric Smelka. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. This Pioneers team is going to look to get at least 1 run on the board this inning as they find themselves down 3-0 early. They also find themselves down 2 coaches. The pitch to Smelka, chopped right side, and that's going to get over the head of the first baseman. Mazzaferro's on his way to third base. The throw in from Simonson, it hits the cutoff man, and the Pioneers have runners on the corner with 1 out. Eric Smelka doing what Eric Smelka does best and just putting the ball in play. That is his 80th hit of the season. First Pioneer batter to ever have 80 or more hits in a season. Initially thought that might have been a double play ball off the bat, but it just took a big hop over the first baseman Luke White's head. And Mazzaferro with great speed was able to move to third base. That's going to bring up the Pioneers' biggest power threat in the lineup in Cade Mcgee. Cade had a few hits in last night's game, was a home run shy of the cycle. And the first pitch to him, off speed in the dirt. Both runners are looked back from Hayes. It's 1 ball, no strikes. So Brody Sintek needed a double play ball last inning and got it off the bat of Nate Schwartz, who grounded into the 6-4-3. Pioneers hit into 4 double plays last night. So certainly going to be looking to drive a ball or hit something in the air here is Cade Mcgee. So he gets in the box and gets ready for this 1-0 delivery, and that pitch is going to just miss the zone. It's 2-0. Not a bad pitch from Sintek. That one missed just a little bit low. And this is the kind of count that Cade Mcgee can do a lot of damage in. Outfield is playing pretty straight up, but they are deep. Other than the left fielder, who seems to be a lot shallower than I would certainly be playing against Cade Mcgee. And the 2-0 pitch, that's a nice spot there from Sintek. And back into this count, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. The Kansas kid, Jake English, or rather the Gonzaga kid, Alex Zerfus on deck. 2-1 pitch, grounded to short. This could be a double play. Sears over to White, and the Pioneers have hit into another double play. They've hit one in back-to-back innings, and Brody Sintek, his best friend of the day, that double play ball. And the Pioneers threaten to score but are unable to put any runs across the board. We're going to take a break after 3. It's Fremont 3, the Pioneers nothing. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said,
"Get your hands off my burrito."
Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast. Only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport. You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Hi, I'm Austin Dillon, Fleet Manager at Fremont Ford in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I encourage all farmers, ranchers, and business owners to get in touch with me if you are looking for a new vehicle. We have specific programs through Ford that can save you a drastic amount of money on your new purchase. It would be my pleasure to discuss these savings with you. There's no better time to purchase a new work truck or personal vehicle than right now. Please get in touch with me by calling the dealership at 308-635-3701. I look forward to helping you on your new purchase.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. Welcome back as we get ready to begin playing the top of the fourth inning. A pitching change for the Pioneers. We knew Caden Edwards was going to be on a pitch limit today. His night is over after 3 innings. Close the book on him. He gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, also struck out 6 batters, gave up 3 earned runs. Not one of his best starts, but the Pioneers are really going to lean on him in the playoffs as he's been one of their best guys all season long. It's Hayden Mulva into the game, though, for the Pioneers, as he'll face Dylan Sears to start the inning, who pops the first pitch a mile high. Davis under it, and he's just going to run out of room. That ball gets out of play. Hayden Mulva's from Southwest Minnesota State. He's a sophomore. Three and 1 on the season. Comes into this one with a 5.04 ERA. It's his 14th appearance, rather. He's only started 1 game. So he's been a big part of this Pioneers bullpen. Really just added great depth. He's given them a lot of innings this year. He's already thrown 25 innings and 22 strikeouts in those 25 innings. So someone who certainly has the potential to set hitters down. It's Dylan Sears again. 0-1 pitch. That pitch is going to miss outside, and the count's even at 1. Mulva last pitched on August 1st against the Canyon County Spuds, game that the Pioneers lost 5-4. He went 1 inning, gave up 1 hit on a strikeout, no runs. And the off-speed pitch misses low and away. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Dylan Sears is 1 for 2 in this one. Had the first hit of the game in the first inning, singled to right field, and then had that chopper back to the mound that Caden Edwards made a great play, getting the 4-set home. As that pitch misses, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike. So the Pioneers, not a team that have had too much trouble with control this year. But they've already walked a few and in danger of walking another here. The 3-1 delivery. That one's driven right to the shortstop, Jared Mazzaferro. And there's one quick down. Sears hit the ball well, but Mazzaferro didn't have to move an inch. And score that a L6. This is going to bring up home run derby competitor E.J. Taylor. Taylor's 0 for 2. Lined out to center field in the first. Struck out looking to end the second. And he's getting his 3rd at-bat here in the 4th. Mulva back onto the bump. He looks to deliver. 1 out. 0-0 pitch. Off-speed pitch, and that one's hit well to left center field. Zerfis has room by the warning track, and he makes the catch. E.J. Taylor did not miss the Fremont's 2nd home run of the game by much, but he just got that off-speed pitch a little bit too much off the end of the bat. And Zerfis went a long way to catch that one. And it'll be 2 quick outs for the Pioneers. Hayden Mulva looking really good thus far. That'll bring up Luke White, who hit a moonshot home run to lead off the 3rd inning. Pioneers will certainly be paying close attention to him this time, and he rips that pitch into left field for a base hit. Luke White, have yourself a day at the plate. Hanging curveball there, just smacks it, wastes no time. Fremont has their 7th hit of the game. White has his 2nd hit of the game. And Mulva now has a runner to deal with to go along with the 2 outs. He's going to bring up Jack Simonson, who's 1 for 2, singled in the 2nd inning and scored a run on Ryan Hayes' 2-run single to the wall. Came up last inning and struck out. Was one of Caden Edwards' 6 victims of the night. And first pitch fouled off, so very aggressive so far as this Fremont team against Hayden Mulva, after they seem to be very patient against starter Caden Edwards. You have to say that their game plan has worked so far. No balls and 1 strike. Such an important game for Fremont as they feel really good right now, but they're certainly going to need more runs because this is a Pioneers offense that can strike back with a vengeance. The 0-2 pitch from Mulva, curveball drilled left side, and that's a fair ball right over the bag. White's on his way to third base. Simonson going to second, and it's a double, and it's 2nd and 3rd, 2 out. And after the inning started with 2 outs and no one on, Fremont Moo just will not give up. A double off the bat of Jack Simonson, just reached out on that curveball, hit it right over the bag. Nothing third baseman Cade Mcgee could have done about that one. And Hayden Mulva finds himself in trouble here in the top of the 4th. So a great piece of hitting there from Simonson as he keeps the inning moving. It's going to bring up Austin Baskin, who's 2 for 2. Doubled in the 1st off the wall, singled in the 2nd rather. Singled in the 3rd. And first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Nice spot there from Mulva. Mulva's walked 13, giving up 26 hits this year as that pitch is fouled off. Just more hits than strikeouts, but he's been very efficient on the mound and has been a very reliable arm for Antonio Garcia and I guess in this game Trent Kiefer to go to. Pioneers look to get out of this jam. The 0-2 pitch is on its way. And it's a fastball up in the zone, swung on and missed. Mulva gets the big strikeout over Austin Baskin. So Fremont get a single and a double. They threaten to score, but they still come up empty in this inning. We're on our way to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Fremont 3, Pioneers nothing. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
Our mission at Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness is to provide both preventative and rehabilitative services. At Elite Physical Therapy in Scottsbluff and Gearing, patients count on the experience and compassion of our team in treating work and sports injuries, help you recover from surgery, or just help you get back doing what you love most. Flexible scheduling to meet your needs, and we are right here in Scottsbluff and Gearing to serve you. Katie and Shelley are across from Walgreens on West 27th Street and next to Fresh Foods in Gearing. Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness, delivering the treatment you need and the care you deserve.
Wonderful warmer weather, sunshine, and blue skies bring new life, growth, and so much beauty along with it. Get out and make new memories this summer. Enjoy the great outdoor activities available to us right outside our back door, including walking, biking, hiking, running, fishing, camping, and more. Take time this summer to enjoy all the good life has to offer in the Panhandle of Nebraska. And remember to wear sunscreen. This message is brought to you by Prime Metal Products.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
You're listening to Pioneers Baseball as we start playing the bottom of the 4th inning. Alex Zerfis steps up to the plate and he takes the first pitch off speed, flies that one down the right field line. This ball is going to be playable for Simonson and he ranges over to make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. As Brody Sintek just continues to be very efficient tonight. Hitters have not been able to work deep counts against him at all. And there's 1 quick down so far. Jake English now at the plate. English went 1 for 4 in the game yesterday. Hit into 3 double plays, though, so rough night at the office for him as he'll look to bounce back today. Takes a first pitch off speed for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. And another good off-speed pitch right there. Brody Sintek has looked real good today with the control. Right back on the mound, the 0-2 pitch to English. And a swing and a miss. And 2 quick outs, 4 pitches is all Brody Sintek has needed this inning. He gets a first pitch fly out from Zerfus, and then a 3-pitch strikeout from Jake English. And with 2 outs and no one on, that'll bring up the catcher, Tyler Davis. Davis walked in the second inning. Comes from Fresno State University, a California native. And another breaking ball first pitch for a strike. Brody Sintek has really liked that first pitch breaking stuff all night. And why not when it's worked out for him so well thus far? The 0-1 pitch, that one's going to be too low in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Davis is back into the box, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one misses just low and away, and it's ball 2. You would love to see Tyler Davis work a nice at-bat and get on here, as Brody Sintek has not had to work much so far, has not needed to throw a lot of pitches, especially in this game. And the 2-1 pitch is popped up over towards second base. Dylan Sears is over. He'll give way to Jack Simonson, who makes the grab. And a very quick inning for Brody Sintek and the Fremont Moo. We're done after 4. It's Pioneers 0, Fremont 3. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Did you know Ideal Linen and Uniform is also a full-service janitorial supply provider? You don't need to worry about finding your janitorial supplies. Ideal will keep your business stocked, saving you time and money. Ideal Linen and Uniform provides quality cleaning and industrial products, mops, soap, air freshening system, paper products, custom logo maps, cleaning supplies, even signage, and more. Call for a free quote. Ideal Linen and Uniform, locally owned and operated since 1907. 506 South Beltline, Scottsbluff. Online at ideal-linen.com or call 632-7197.
At Monument Physical Therapy, their purpose is to find the root of your problem, not to chase your symptoms. Disc and nerve pain, sports and work injuries, musculoskeletal disorders, and dizziness or balance issues are all very common, but you don't need to live with them. Monument Physical Therapy uses the most current, evidence-based, and board-certified orthopedic standards of care. Don't let months go by before getting to the source of your pain. Call them today at 308-633-5361 or visit them on Facebook.
I'm Jennifer Urdialis, and I want to help you get into your first home. As a loan officer with Castle & Cook Mortgage, your local direct lender, I offer conventional financing as well as VA, FHA, and USDA home loans. I keep every step simple and straightforward so you can focus on finding your American dream. Call me today at 308-220-0503 for a free consultation.
Jennifer Urdialis, NMLS ID 1059626. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender. Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC, NMLS ID 1251.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Hayden Mulva's back out on the mound for the top half of the 5th inning. Pioneer bats have been quiet thus far, not so much for Fremont. They've got 3 runs on 8 hits. Have already had 10 or 11 base runners in this one. We're going to have Darian Morphew lead this one off. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. First pitch gets the zone there from Mulva. It's no balls and a strike. Pioneers playing their infield straight up as they have for most of these Fremont hitters. The pitch from Mulva, a little sidearm action there. Misses low and outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Umpires tonight are Sean Barrett and Tristan Jones, who have had quite an eventful night thus far, ejecting 2 Pioneer coaches. Each umpire ejected one of the coaches. Hayden gets the swing and the miss there. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's right back into his delivery. The pitch, that one's going to miss low. Not a bad spot there from Mulva, but the count is even at 2. Morphew, someone that draws the count really well. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And Hayden Mulva has a quick out in the top of the 5th inning. That's the second time Morphew's gone down on strikes. And it's going to bring up the 8-hitter Peyton Leeper. Leeper, 0 for 0 in the box score in this game. Walked in the second, was stranded at third base. Walked in the third, was stranded at first base. He, of course, was on base. We had some fireworks between pitches with Tyler Push's bases loaded at bat. And Mulva into his delivery, throws first pitch strike right over the plate, no balls and a strike. Mulva doing a really good job this game of throwing early strikes. Not really falling behind many hitters, leaving Fremont relatively uncomfortable in the box. And that's going to be strike 2, a little sidearm action again right there. No balls and 2 strikes from Mulva. Mulva can get his strikeouts. Not someone who's going to strike out the world, but certainly someone who's capable of it. Some really good off-speed stuff from him. And the 0-2 pitch to Leeper is drilled in the air to deep right field. Ponder over, and he makes an unbelievable play by the wall. John Ponder had to go a long way to make that play. Catches it right up against the fence down the right field line. And it's allowed out number 2 for the Fremont Moo in this one. Hayden Mulva will take it. And there's 2 down and no one on, as the Pioneers will look to have their first 1-2-3 inning of the night. That'll bring up Ryan Hayes, who has accounted for 2 of the 3 Fremont runs thus far. 2 runs single back in the second. And Mulva just misses on that one. Good spot there. But it's 1 ball and no strikes. That pitch is low and outside. It's ball 2. Hayes getting his first start of the series, as it was Nichols getting the start last night. And there's a broken bat that goes a mile. The ball bloops over Cade McGee's head, down the left field line, and he's got a 2-out base hit. And I am sure Ryan Hayes will certainly trade a base hit for a bat right there. He's now 2 for 3 in this one. That bat went flying. Thought it might hit Cade McGee at first. Landed about a foot or 2 in front of him. And the Pioneers are unable to get that 1-2-3 inning they've needed. And that's already 9 hits for Fremont in 4 2/3 innings. So they're really seeing the ball well tonight. It's going to bring the leadoff hitter Tyler Push up, getting his 4th at-bat in only the 5th inning. He is 0 for 2, struck out in the first, walked in the second, the bases loaded, and 2 out. He flew out to deep left field to end the 3rd inning. And here he is getting his 4th at-bat now. First pitch, big swing, and a foul ball that'll dribble towards the Pioneers dugout. It's no balls and a strike. So Mulva continues to attack the zone here. Has thrown a first pitch strike to all but 2 of the hitters he has faced. As Tyler Push will look to get his first hit of this one. Dylan Sears is on deck. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Mulva set. He deals. That pitch is drilled over the head of Cade McGee down the left field line for a base hit. Hayes takes a big round around second base, but he's not going to test the arm of Alex Zerfus. The first hit of the game for Tyler Push, the 2nd hit of the inning for Fremont. And once again, the Pioneers find themselves in trouble. It's 1st and 2nd, 2 out. Great piece of hitting, just waiting back on that off-speed pitch there from Push. Bring up Dylan Sears. 1 for 3 in this one. Singled in the first. Had that chopper that Kane Edwards made that great play on in the second. And lined out to short to begin the 4th inning. So he's seen the ball pretty well today. So he'll look to drive in another Fremont run as he'll take a fastball in the outside corner and Mulva's ahead of another hitter. It's no balls and a strike. Eric Smelka in a little bit in center field. So is John Ponder in right as they will try to stop a run from scoring on a base hit. Mulva deals. That fastball misses well outside. The count is even at 1. So Caden Edwards, despite giving up 3 runs, was able to get out of some really tough jams in this one. Hayden Mulva in a little bit of trouble here is going to look to do the same. You got E.J. Taylor on deck. So this is certainly a hitter you want to get. And that ball's fouled onto the plate. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Mulva's got that changeup working really well today. Also has that curveball. Not someone who's going to blow you away at the plate, but someone who really hits his spots well and can mix up speeds. And he thought he had strike 3 right there. So did this Pioneers crowd that has really been letting this umpiring crew hear it all night. But it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Mulva's going to have to make another competitive pitch here. As Dylan Sears gets ready to pitch, 2-2. Popped in the air, down the left field line. Zerfus going a long way for this one. It's going to fall foul. Off the bat, it looked like it might have been high enough for Zerfus to make a play down the left field line. He got close to it, but it just wasn't up in the air long enough. And we're going to do it again, 2-2. Quick update in the Spearfish game as they play the Pure Trappers. Obviously, that game is very important. A lot of playoff implications there as they lead the Fremont Moo in first place by half a game. 2-2, end of 7. So Fremont will keep their eyes on the scoreboard. But regardless, they need to take care of business here, and they're going to try to add some runs. Dylan Sears ready for the 2-2. Nice curveball fouled off down the first base side. We're going to do it again. Hayden Mulva continues to attack him, even though Sears has been fouling off a lot of pitches. Hasn't made great contact off of them. Mulva got 2 quick outs in this inning, striking out the first batter, getting a fly out to right. The 2-2, that's low in the dirt. It gets away from Tyler Davis. More trouble for the Pioneers, and there's 2 runners in scoring position. It's 2nd and 3rd now, and it's a full count to Sears. Now with this righty-lefty matchup, 2nd and 3rd, typically would be a good game plan to throw one out of the zone and try to get a chase. The problem here is you do that, Sears gets on base. That brings up Fremont's biggest hitter, E.J. Taylor, who had a fly ball to the warning track his last time up. That's not someone you want batting with the bases loaded. So Mulva's likely going to go right back after him here. Big hole up the middle as Mazzaferro plays towards the third base bag. Kellen Rutz over towards first. And the 3-2 delivery to Sears, swung on and just gets a piece of it. Looks like he might have fouled it off his shin right there. That one hurts. The home plate umpire is going to buy him a little bit of time now and clean off home plate. That does not need cleaning, but that's just what you do in baseball. Sears certainly appreciates the extra few seconds to set himself, and he gets right back into the box looking to do some damage. Fremont has out-hit the Pioneers 10 hits to 3. Still plenty of game left, but it's really come up all Fremont, though, so far. The 3-2 delivery from Mulva to Sears on its way. Curveball's hit in the air to right. That one's going towards the foul line. Ponder over, and he can't make the play. So a great at-bat from Dylan Sears as he just continues to push Hayden Mulva's pitch count up. Still no action in the Pioneers' pen, so it's definitely going to be Mulva to get out of this inning. We'll see if he comes back out after the next inning. Something that Hayden really brings to the table, though, is that he's able to throw a lot of pitches. Certainly not one of those relief guys that's going to come in and only be able to give you 15 or 20 for an inning. Someone who can really get in there and compete for a big part of the game. That 3-2 pitch fouled off again, and Dylan Sears working a really nice at-bat here. And he's going to get another pitch to hit. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. E.J. Taylor starting to wait impatiently on the on-deck circle. This is a big at-bat for the Pioneers and a big at-bat for the Moo. Pios obviously going to try to get out of this one as Zerfus threw a ball that came onto the field to play out right there. And we'll resume play right after. But the Moo would really like to get these 2 runs in right now. A base hit would be huge for them, as this is just a must-win game for Fremont. The 3-2 delivery, ground ball right side. Schwartz is over, gets down to a knee. They're going to have to race to the bag. He's safe. Here comes the runner towards the plate. And the second runner is thrown out. So Dylan Sears beats out an infield single. That scores Ryan Hayes. Tyler Push tries to get greedy and score a second run, but Schwartz was alert and fires him out at the plate. So Fremont gets a run out of it, but the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Fremont 4, Pioneers nothing. You're listening to KNEB.
At Team GMC, we promise you cannot buy the wrong vehicle. We want our customers to feel confident in their decision. Most vehicles come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no questions asked guarantee. That's right. Most vehicle purchases come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no questions asked guarantee. Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks. You just can't buy the wrong vehicle. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC. We are professional grade.
America at work. From farms to construction sites to factories, millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electric lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance, because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit safeelectricity.org. Brought to you by Chimney Rock and Roosevelt Public Power Districts.
Your Touchstone Energy partners.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Pioneers will look to get on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's been a rough night at the plate for them after putting up 9 runs and 14 hits yesterday. No runs, only 3 hits through the first 4. It's going to be John Ponder, Nate Schwartz, and Kellen Rutz due up for the Pioneers this inning. John Ponder had a single to right field his first time up. That was the Pioneers' first hit of the game. Ponder is an all-or-nothing type hitter. Someone who has a lot of pop, can really hit one a long way, but has struggled with the strikeout this year. And he's going to try to bunt first pitch. It's a bad one. It's right back to the pitcher. And Brody Sintek catches it, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out for the second straight inning. So 1 down already for the Pioneers. That'll bring up Nate Schwartz. Nate Schwartz swung at the first pitch and hit into a double play his first time up. And he's swinging there. Fly ball, center field. Center fielder push got a late start, but he's in to make the grab. And 2 pitches, 2 outs. So this Pioneers team that struggled with working up the pitch count for Brody Sintek, doing themselves no favors here. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and Kellen Rutz will almost definitely be taking a pitch here. As Schwartz being very aggressive in this one, hasn't had too much success thus far. Bring up Rutz. Rutz had a hit in last night's game. It was an RBI triple. He takes ball 1. I incorrectly said earlier it was his first of the year. It was actually his second of the year. Kellen Rutz, someone with pretty good speed, definitely can steal bases. Up around that 260 mark heading into play today. And he'll take that pitch down. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Kellen Rutz has been big for this Pioneers team, just eating a lot of innings at second base. He's done a really nice job over there and done a really nice job sort of rounding out this Pioneers lineup. Gets on base a lot, works counts. He fouls that one off to the left side. It's 2 balls and a strike. Kellen Rutz is someone that you see work 8, 9 pitch at-bats just about every single night. So they're trying to work the count against Brody Sintek, certainly the guy you want at the plate, although they wish it wasn't 2 outs and no one on. That pitch is hit in the air to right center field pretty well. Simonson back, going a long way back, and it's off the wall. Rutz is on his way to third. There's not going to be a throw for the second straight night. Kellen Rutz with a triple and a dab as he gets to third base. Kellen Rutz, not someone with a ton of pop, but he hit that one to one of the deepest parts of the yard. Kellen Rutz smacked that one. First time up, hit one pretty well out to center too. This one looked like it had a chance to go. So maybe that's what the Pioneers needed to wake them up a bit. It's a runner on third now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jared Mazzaferro, who singled in his only at-bat back in the 3rd inning. Mazzaferro is the ideal 9-hitter. Great batting average, knows how to drive in runs, really just a smart player. Likes to put the ball in play. First pitch, nice fastball there from Brody Sintek as he picks off the outside corner. It's no balls and a strike. quick set there and pitch to Mazzaferro off speed, and just like that, it's no balls and 2 strikes. So after Mazzaferro was aggressive his first time up, he's taken some pitches, and the catcher is going to go out to the mound. So's the home plate umpire. As not sure what happened there, but the trainer is heading out to take a look at Brody Sintek. Not sure what happened there. Looks like he might be feeling around his back. The Pioneers trainer, Mallory Morell, is out there. Fremont crowds around the mound now. The outfielders even coming in as Mazzaferro steps way away from the plate. And unsure what all of this is about, but we certainly hope Brody Sintek is all right. There's no one warming up for Fremont down in that bullpen, so if he's going to come out of this game, they're going to have to get someone warming up quickly. Hasn't walked off the field yet, which could be a good sign that he's staying in this game, as he talks more to the head athletic trainer, Mallory Morell. So an inning that seemed to be going by really quickly. We now have a big pause after 2 quick outs on the bunt pop-up from Ponder and the fly out to center field from Nate Schwartz. Kellen Rutz hit a triple. And no balls and 2 strikes to Mazzaferro as we will wait to continue play here. An update in the Spearfish game. Spearfish and Pier now tied at 3. Each team has scored a run. As that game, very important for both Spearfish and Fremont. After Spearfish took game 1 of the series against Pier last night. The catcher Hayes is heading back towards the plate as Brody Sintek might try to stay in this game. There's now some action down in the Fremont bullpen. But it looks like Sintek is going to take a warm-up pitch or 2 and see how he's doing. Still unclear what that injury was, but you gotta have to assume it wasn't the arm if he's staying in this game. First pitch, maybe a bit of a grimace. And his coach tries to take the ball, a playful shove there, but his coach is not going to take any chance, and why should you with a starting pitcher like this? So that's going to be it for the night. Brody Sintek with a great outing. He went 4 2/3 innings. Gave up only 4 hits. Also had a couple of strikeouts, so a really quality effort today from Brody Sintek. We all hope that whatever's ailing him will get better, as there's going to be a move to the pen, and we're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said,
"Get your hands off my burrito."
Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast, only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport.
Building a legacy doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a plan. Hi, I'm Jody Rosiska, Raymond James Financial Advisor at Platte Valley Investment Center. From private wealth management to customized estate planning and wealth transfer, you can turn to us for comprehensive financial planning. We invest time in getting to understand you and your financial goals, so together we can create a strategy to help you live a life well planned.
Platte Valley Investment Center, Inc., Scottsbluff, Nebraska is not a registered broker, dealer, and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
So the dream was to build your very own law practice. Be your own boss, call all the shots. But have things like billing, HR, timekeeping, and all the other management stuff turned your dream into a nightmare? Take charge of your practice with Lexicon. We're the intersection of practice management software and legal support services for your firm. You'll get more billable and livable hours back. Lexicon marks the spot for all your practice management needs. Visit lexiconservices.com/intersection to get the whole story or schedule a demo.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium, as Brendan Jones has been announced and is into the game for Fremont. If you missed it, Brody Sintek, the starting pitcher, after a great 4 2/3 innings, was taken out of this game, seemed to have hurt something. So it'll be the Midland University kid out of Glendale, Arizona. Brendan Jones, 1-0 on the season in 13 games. Has been one of the best relievers for this Moo team. Comes in with a 3.85 ERA, certainly respectable there. In 21 innings pitched, he has 19 strikeouts, 13 walks, 19 hits. So walks have been a bit of an issue for him, but he's also struck out a bunch and has been very good with runners on base, as he will look to get out of this jam. Remember, Kellen Rutz hit a 2-run triple right before the Brody Sintek injury. So it's a runner on third and 2 outs. Sintek then threw 2 straight strikes to Jared Mazzaferro. So after about a 5-10 minute break, Mazzaferro's going to have to get back into the box 0-2. That is not an easy task, as he's getting his first looks at Jones here, and we are just about ready to continue baseball at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. We have a runner on third, 2 out, and an 0-2 count, and Jones on the mound. Jones also has an at-bat for Fremont this year, struck out in his only AB. In his last outing against the Sodbusters, he went 3 innings, gave up only 1 run on a hit, walked 3, struck out a batter. And the 0-2 delivery to Mazzaferro. Curveball, he wanted it. Umpire does not give it to him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So big breath there for Mazzaferro. He gets back into the box 1-2 as the Pioneers look to get on the scoreboard here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Jones. That's inside, and it got him. So we have our first hit by pitch of the game, as that fastball just seemed to get inside enough that it clipped Mazzaferro. And that will bring the top of the order up with Eric Smelka. So coming in with an 0-2 count with Eric Smelka on deck, not what you want to do on the mound. Pioneers could be in business here. It's Eric Smelka, Cade Mcgee on deck. After Mazzaferro was hit by a pitch, he's now reached base in both his at-bats today after singling in the 3rd. Eric Smelka here's a nice round of applause from the Pios fans. Those who were here yesterday know about the record he broke, 77 hits in a season. He's now at 80. And he shows bunt as the third baseman, Peyton Leeper, was back. Smelka trying to steal a run. Lucky he didn't pop that one up for an out. Remember, Ponder led off this inning, bunting on the first pitch. And there was a bunt pop out right back to the pitcher, Brody Sintek. No balls and 1 strike. Smelka was 1 for 2 in the game, grounded out to second in the first, singled in the 3rd on that big chopper that got over Luke White's head at first base. Quick move over to Mazzaferro. He's not going. Not a great throw there. Nice play by Luke White, keeping that ball from going down the line. And we'll do the 0-1 pitch. Smelka's someone that can drive the ball to all parts of the field. He's a switch hitter. Really just a danger at the plate. No one that you want up with runners in scoring position if you're an opposing pitcher. That 0-1 fastball misses way up, and the count's even at 1. Eric Smelka came into this game with a .343 average. That's even higher now after going 1 for 2. Not only can he hit, but he's also got 9 doubles, 2 triples, couple home runs on the year. He's driven in 36 runs in only 45 games. And that pitch is popped up left side. Who's going to get there? Leeper's out. He calls it, and he makes a great catch over the shoulder. Looked like that one had a chance of getting down, but Peyton Leeper with the nice catch. And Brendan Jones does a nice job of getting Fremont out of trouble. The end of 5 innings. It's Fremont 4, Pioneers nothing. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, could I have EPI?
Sponsored by AbbVie.
Drive happy this summer with auto insurance from J.G. Elliott. Hi, I'm Lila Nash, and when you choose J.G. Elliott as your auto insurance provider, you'll get a variety of options and deductibles, including car rental coverage and customized equipment coverage, so you can get on the road without the worry. If a new boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV is part of your summer plan, we can insure that too. Plus, you can bundle your vehicle and home insurance to save even more. J.G. Elliott has insurance coverage for all your summer adventures. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. As we start playing the top half of the 6th inning, Hayden Mulva is back out there for another inning. He's been great thus far, only giving up 1 run. So he sets and deals first pitch, and that one is going to get the outside corner, strike 1. E.J. Taylor leading off. It'll be him, then Luke White, then Jack Simonson. Taylor's 0 for 3 on the night, lined out to center field his first time up, struck out looking his second time up, and flew out to the warning track his third time up. As Hayden Mulva misses with the fastball there, and the count's even at 1. Outfield's playing back, no doubles against Taylor, who has surprising speed for someone his size. The 1-1 pitch is hit well to right field. Ponder drifts back, he's going to have a play. And he puts it away for the first out of the inning. So Hayden Mulva continues to be efficient out there on the mound, getting quick outs. And credit to this Pioneers pitching staff, as E.J. Taylor, Fremont's biggest threat, is currently 0 for 4 in this one. After his third flyout right there, that'll bring up Luke White. Luke White's had a great night at the plate so far, 2 for 3. After striking out his first time up, he had a home run near the light pole, and then followed that up with a single in the top half of the 4th inning. First pitch from Mulva on the way. That one's chopped towards the Pioneers dugout. No balls, 1 strike. Mulva has thrown a first pitch strike to all but 2 hitters so far, as he has really done a great job of pounding the zone. Not someone who's going to blow you away, but someone who has great accuracy and can really mix up speeds well. So he goes back there. That fastball is going to miss a little bit off the plate. And there's a ball and a strike. Fremont team has been great at the plate today. 11 hits through 5 innings and a third. Also drawn a couple of walks. And the 1-1 delivery to White. That one's outside. Now, interesting, after White drilled a first pitch curveball into left field for a base hit his last time up, he hasn't seen an off-speed pitch yet. Mulva's gone right after him with 3 fastballs. And he's back in his delivery. Fires. And that one gets the corner. Great pitch there for Mulva. That's a pitcher's pitch right there. Luke White might ask the umpire if that missed, but it did not. And the count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pioneers playing their infield relatively straight up, and the delivery from Mulva is an off-speed pitch driven out to center field. This should be playable for Smelka. Ranges over, makes the play. And there's 2 quick outs for the Pioneers. Hayden Mulva continues to deal, and there's quickly 2 down. That'll bring up Jack Simonson. Jack Simonson is 2 for 3 in this game. He singled and scored back in the second, struck out against Caden Edwards in the third, and then hit a double in the fourth. So he's 2 for 3. Pioneers are looking for their first 1-2-3 inning of the night, as they've had a whale of a time getting these Fremont hitters out with 2 men down. Last inning they got 2 runners on and were able to squeak a run across. And Simonson shows bunt. That pitch misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes from Mulva. Mulva's a sophomore out of Southwest Minnesota State. And his 1-0 delivery gets the outside corner. Nice pitch. And it's even. Other than one pretty bad outing against Pierre on July 28th, Hayden Mulva has been one of the most reliable arms in this Pioneer bullpen. Someone who just goes in and can eat innings for a ball club, as that curveball misses low and away. And the count is 2-1. Again, this game was started by Caden Edwards. He's taken out of the game relatively early, as he's on a pitch limit with playoffs coming up. Mulva misses there. Again, just a must-win game for Fremont. They sit half a game behind the Spearfish Sasquatch, who are playing the Pure Trappers right now. And Fremont Moo really need to take care of business today and tomorrow if they want any chance of winning the Clark Division title the second half. And the 3-1 pitch is fouled a mile high and out of play. And the count is full. First 3-ball count against Mulva, who has been very solid so far for the Pioneers. Came in relatively early in the game. Job was just to eat innings, keep them in the game, and that's exactly what he's done. So he's going to try to get the Pioneers' first 1-2-3 inning here. And that pitch misses down. Not a bad spot, but he couldn't get Simonson to chase there. And he has surrendered his first walk of the night. There's a runner on first base for 2 down. That'll bring up the shortstop, Austin Baskin. Baskin also 2 hits tonight in 3 at-bats. Doubled in the second, singled in the third, struck out in the fourth. Comes up in the 6th inning with a runner on first base and 2 down. Hayden Mulva gets his sign. He delivers. Foul ball, hit right back. No balls and a strike, and Hayden Mulva just continues to attack hitters. Has done a great job of keeping them off balance thus far. Someone who's not afraid to throw off speed down in the count, something you don't see a lot out of college players. That certainly makes him dangerous on the mound, as he could be throwing a curveball in just about any spot. Changeup has also looked pretty good tonight. Gets ready to deal the 0-1 pitch on its way to Baskin. Low and away, Tyler Davis takes a peek over at first base, but couldn't grip the ball. So he'll just throw that one back. Tyler Davis trying to make something happen behind the plate. Tyler's really done an outstanding job for the Pioneers this season. Has been a real pain to the opposing team's runners. And a great off-speed pitch there from Mulva. Gets a wild swing from Austin Baskin, and it's 1-2. As I was saying about Tyler Davis, not someone you want to run on. He's had a lot of success behind the plate, especially at home. Done a really nice job working with pitchers, keeping runners honest. As I say that, runner goes, but it's strike 3 anyway. It does not matter. The inning is over. Hayden Mulva gets the strikeout over Austin Baskin. The top of the 6th is over. Pioneers nothing, Fremont 4. You are listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Hi, I'm Austin Dillon, Fleet Manager at Fremont Ford in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I encourage all farmers, ranchers, and business owners to get in touch with me if you are looking for a new vehicle. We have specific programs through Ford that can save you a drastic amount of money on your new purchase. It would be my pleasure to discuss these savings with you. There's no better time to purchase a new work truck or personal vehicle than right now. Please get in touch with me by calling the dealership at 308-635-3701. I look forward to helping you on your new purchase.
With scorching hot summer temperatures, it's hard to think about staying warm this winter. Fortunately, Wesco can take those worries away with propane contracts available now to lock in your heating costs throughout the winter. Wesco has been serving our propane customers for decades with unmatched service at fair prices delivered by trained, experienced, and certified technicians. Call now for winter contract pricing options. Wesco, service, solutions, success.
Wesco's your best value through and through.
Life has a way of throwing unexpected events and new opportunities our way. When life goals change with time or if fluctuating markets throw your plan off course, Wells Fargo Advisors' investment planning process offers the flexibility to make the adjustments you need to help you live the life you want. When life happens, we can help. For more information, call Ryan Windhorst, Senior Vice President of Investments, today at 632-7561. That's 632-7561.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Brendan Jones back on the mound for Fremont as we start playing the bottom of the 6th inning. Pioneers team has not been able to get much going offensively. They're going to have Cade Mcgee leading this one off after Eric Smelka flew out the third baseman, Leaper, to end the last inning. Cade Mcgee has been one of the Pioneers' hottest and most consistent hitters all season long. Has impressed with the bat, with the glove, on the mound. Has really just been an all-around player and exactly what this Pioneers team needed. And he'll take this first pitch a mile high. Should be playable in left field for Morphew. He lost it in the lights, and it's down. And it's a gift double for Cade Mcgee. What looked like it was going to be a first pitch out for the 3rd straight inning. The left fielder, Darian Morphew, looked up, threw his arms up as if to say, I don't know where this one's going, and it lands about 20 feet behind him. And Cade Mcgee, who has been on a tear lately, will certainly take that lucky double there. The Pioneers have their second extra base hit of the night. And we'll see if this is what they need to turn this night around. So a runner on second base now. No men down. That'll bring up Alex Zerfus. Zerfus 0 for 2 in this one. He's flown out to center and right field. Drove in a run in last night's game. Also went 2 for 4 with a walk. Takes a big swing at the first pitch curveball, but comes up empty. It's no balls and a strike. So the Pioneers get the leadoff man on for the first time this game. Any way you can get him, they will take it. And you now have Zerfus, English, and Tyler Davis coming up in this inning. So certainly looks like the Pioneers have a chance to put something on the scoreboard. That pitch, nice pitch on the outside corner. Looked like a curveball there from Jones. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Zerfus is going to look to fight back with 2 strikes here. He's got 20 strikeouts on the season, 118 at-bats, tends to put the ball in play. And the Pioneers would like for him to at least move a runner over here. But he's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the delivery from Jones. It's a swung on and missed. And Jones sets down Zerfus for the first out of the inning. And Fremont has an out in the bottom half of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Jake English. It's been a rough night at the park for English so far. Struck out looking in the 2nd, swinging in the 4th. Had a hit in 4 at-bats last night, 1 for 6 in the series. As the Kansas kid, who's typically behind the plate, serves as a DH for tonight's game, as he'll look to get something started for the Pioneers. And he hits a little ground ball right back to the mound. Jones picks it up, fires over to first base. There are 2 down. That will move Cade Mcgee over to third base. But the Pioneers now have 2 down. Score that a 1-3 putout. And it's going to be up to Tyler Davis to get the Pioneers going tonight. Tyler walked and was stranded at third base in the 2nd inning. He had a shallow fly out to right field in the 4th inning. Tyler's been one of the Pioneers' best hitters all season, 2nd on the team in home runs. Really makes great contact at the plate as he takes strike 1 there. Nice fastball in there from Jones. Tyler's got 4 home runs on the year to go along with 22 runs batted in. He's also walked 21 times, entered this game with a .265 batting average. Off-speed pitch is a good one from Jones. Might have been a pitch to hit there for Davis. If he lays off, it's no balls and 2 strikes. As Tyler's going to look to stay alive here. A freshman from Fresno State. Mcgee takes the lead off third. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Big chopper up the middle. Play is made over by the shortstop. Fires over to Luke White at first base. And the inning is over. So the Pioneers squander another opportunity. They got the leadoff double in the lights from Cade Mcgee, but they're not able to capitalize on it. As we are through 6 innings, Fremont leads this one 4-0. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
At Team GMC, we promise one low price, plain and simple, always. We put our very best price on all our vehicles 365 days a year. Not only can you see the prices, but so can our competition, so you know they're good. Come on in and experience the difference at Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks, just one low price, plain and simple, always. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
Hi, this is Shane from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery. I would like to personally invite you to come out and enjoy this year's Old West Balloon Fest. Please bring the whole family to this amazing event. Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be at most of those events selling the official souvenir t-shirts. Please come see us and support this amazing event. You may check out their website for details on launches and various event locations at theoldwestballoonfest.com. Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery, supporting the Old West Balloon Fest from downtown Scottsbluff.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Hayden Mulva is back out there again, as the Pioneers will call on him to set down these Fremont hitters in the 7th inning. He is going to have Darian Morphew, Peyton Leeper, and Ryan Haynes to deal with in the top half of the 7th inning. Morphew is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts and a walk so far tonight, as he takes that fastball up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch fouled right back, and the count's now even. We have an update from Pier. The Sasquatch and the Trappers are still tied. The score is Spearfish 3, Pier 3 in the 8th inning. As that game's coming down to the wire, as Mulva misses off the outside corner. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Whiskey Jacks lead the Sunfish 1-0 in the 7th. And here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, Pioneers trail Fremont 4-0. As Hayden gets strike 2 there to even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery to Morphew. Hit softly to the left side, and that one's going to get into the Pioneers' dugout. So the count is even at 2. Hayden will look to get the leadoff man out here as he's done the past few innings. Sets and deals, 2-2, nice curveball. But a good job staying alive there is Morphew as he chops that curveball over to the first base dugout. And we're going to do the 2-2 pitch one more time. Peyton Leeper is due next for the Fremont Moo. He's walked twice and flown out today. And a nice pitch there from Mulva. Looked like he wanted strike 3 there. And I guess that one missed a little bit low. Tyler Davis is going to ask where that one missed. And the count is now full. Hayden Mulva's going to have to make another pitch here. The full count delivery to Morphew is swung on and missed. Great job by Hayden Mulva after the call didn't go his way, going right back after the hitter and sets down Morphew. And that's 3 strikeouts in this one for Darian Morphew. Certainly not the start he wanted for this night, as that'll bring up Peyton Leeper, the third baseman. Leeper walked and was stranded at third in the 2nd inning, walked and was stranded on first in the 3rd inning, and then flew out to John Ponder in the 5th. First pitch from Hayden Mulva. Nice spot, misses just off the corner. It's 1 ball, no strikes. No action in the Pioneers bullpen right now, so it's going to be all Mulva getting through this one. And there's a fly ball to right field. This one's hit pretty deep into the corner, and it's off the foul pole. A solo home run for Peyton Leeper. Didn't know if that one had the distance to get out or if it was going to be fair, but it just barely stayed fair and bangs about 2 or 3 feet above that 320 sign off the foul pole. It's the 2nd home run of the night for the Fremont Moo. That's a tough one to give up there for Hayden Mulva, as he hit that one to the shallowest part of the park. It just got out, but nonetheless a big run for the Fremont Moo, and they are now up 5-0. So after Luke White's home run back in the 3rd, Peyton Leeper joins him in the home run club. He's now 1 for 2 with a long ball today, and it's Fremont 5, Pioneers nothing. Mulva gets right back in there and fires a first pitch strike to Ryan Hayes. Hayes is 2 for 3 in this one, had a 2-run single to the warning track his first time up on a ball that Eric Smelka almost chased down. He then struck out in the 3rd and then singled and scored in the 5th. And that pitch is popped a mile high. Tyler Davis is over. Will he have room? He will, and he's unable to make the catch. Well, it was unclear whether that ball was going to get out of play or not. Tyler Davis did a nice job of getting to it, just wasn't able to squeeze it. And Hayden Mulva is going to have to get this batter out again now. Not something you see from Tyler Davis, who's usually very good behind the plate. Mulva will have to reset here. No balls and 2 strikes. And the delivery from Mulva. Off-speed pitch. Nice spot. Can't get the swing, though. Nice job laying off is Hayes. Hayes has done a really nice job all game of laying off that off-speed pitch until he's able to get his, and that's exactly what he's done. He's been working the count, getting his fastball, and he hasn't missed it. Another off-speed pitch, and he lays off it again. As Ryan Hayes, who is down 0-2 in this one, has now worked the count back even. Hayden Mulva's gone to the well twice now. We'll see if he tries to go a third time. He will not. It's a fastball. It's hit a mile high. Zerfus is under it. This ball is playable. And score that in F7. There's 2 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. So after the long ball, Hayden Mulva does a nice job of coming back. And he retires Ryan Hayes, who already had 2 hits on the night. And that's going to bring the top of the order up. It's Tyler Push. Tyler Push is coming up for his 5th at-bat in just the 7th inning. He struck out in the 1st, walked and was stranded at 2nd in the 2nd, flew out to left field in the 3rd. He then singled and was thrown out by Nate Schwartz in the top of the 5th inning. He was trying to get a 2nd run on an infield single. Nate Schwartz made a nice throw after he lost the foot race to 1st, and Hayden goes to the breaking ball there and misses low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning in the Spearfish game. That game is still tied at 3 as Mulva picks off the corner there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spearfish 3, Pier 3. Pier will have a chance to walk it off now. Otherwise, the game will go in extra innings. I'm sure the Fremont faithful will be keeping an eye on that scoreboard. But first, they have to take care of business here. The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside. Hayden Mulva really doing a great job of mixing speeds in this one. Pretty rare you see the same pitch twice, as it's got to be really hard for these hitters going up there, really not knowing what's going to come, especially when you take note that Hayden's thrown a lot of off-speed pitches down in the count. He then goes to the fastball there, gets a swing and a miss. And that's what that'll do for Hayden. Not someone who's going to blow you away. When you throw a bunch of curveballs and changeups in good locations, hitters are going to start looking at it, and then you throw that fastball, and it might not be that hard, but you still get able to get it by players. That's exactly what Hayden Mulva did right there. He'll shake off Tyler Davis once, twice. He's ready to go on this 3rd one. The 2-2 delivery to push, and a few of the Pioneers players were walking off the field. I'm not sure where that 2-2 pitch missed, but it was low or off the plate. And the count is now full to Tyler Push. Hayden Mulva will have to do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that ball's low and outside, ball 4. So Hayden Mulva gives up his 2nd walk. And that'll warrant a trip from Trent Kiefer. You have to assume Mulva stays in this game. But you got Dylan Sears, E.J. Taylor, and Luke White coming up. Oh, no, and that's going to be it for Hayden Mulva. Hayden Mulva did a great job keeping the Pioneers in this one. He gave up a couple of runs, including a solo home run to begin this inning. He then got 2 outs, then walked a batter, and that's going to be it for his night, as Trent Kiefer had seen enough. And that's going to bring in Brandon Haston to the game. Two down and only 1 runner on here for the Pioneers. It's been a tough night at the plate for the Pioneers, who have had plenty of chances. They just haven't been able to make anything happen with them, as they have struggled with runners in scoring position. But Hayden Mulva did a great job of keeping them in the game. It's now Brandon Haston's turn to keep this team in the game. Brandon's a 6'1" lefty out of Georgia State. He's a sophomore. He's from Georgia, born and raised in Douglasville. He's been a great addition to this Pioneer staff this season. Has been fairly reliable out of the pen. He's 4-0 on the season, comes in with a 4.38 ERA in 11 games. This is going to be his 12th outing. He started 1 game. In 26 2/3 innings, he has 38 strikeouts. So keys to the game with him is strike and strike early, as this is not someone you want to face with 2 strikes. He's also walked 21, so walks have been a bit of an issue for him. But with that many strikeouts, he's been able to limit the damage. He's also given up 23 hits in those 26 and 2/3 innings. His last time out, he got the win, but not the way that he would have hoped. Came in to try to get the save in a 6-5 game, or a 6-4 game rather. Gave up a 2-run home run in the 9th inning to the Canyon County Spuds. The Pioneers would go on to win that game in the bottom half of the 9th inning, thanks to a walk-off from Jared Mazzaferro. So Brandon actually got the win, but he's been pretty good. His outing before that was against Sunfish. He went an inning and 2/3, gave up no runs on 1 hit, also had a strikeout. As he's in with 2 outs and a runner on first base, and we're ready to resume action here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's going to be Dylan Sears. And the first pitch is picked off the corner for a strike. So after push walked, Fremont has another runner. The Pioneers still have not had a 1-2-3 inning in this game, which may be a bit cause for concern, although they've done a decent job of getting out of them. And that fastball gets away from the catcher, Davis. He's not going to have a play, and that will most certainly be scored a wild pitch. And that'll move the runner push up to second base, and Fremont's now a single away from making this a 6-0 game. So that'll draw John Ponder and Alex Zerfis in a couple steps, as they'll try to get the runner at home on a base hit. The delivery from Haston's a good spot, misses a little bit up. Certainly looked like a strike there, but I guess that one missed by a bit. It's 2 balls and a strike. Not much Trent Kiefer can say in that third base dugout, as he is the sole Pioneers coach remaining. Remember, Antonio Garcia and Jackson Cobb were ejected for arguing 2 different calls in the same at-bat earlier in this game, as Brandon Haston picks off the outside corner. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base with the 2 batter in the order batting. It's 2s all around as Brandon Haston will get ready to deal. He fires that pitch and just misses low and away. Not a bad pitch from Brandon Haston. Might have wanted that one. That'll load the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Certainly have to go after Sears here with the big hitter in E.J. Taylor waning on deck. Taylor hasn't done much today, but certainly we know what he's capable of. The 3-2, driven into right center field. That's going to be a base hit for Sears. Tyler Push is going to come in and score. Ponder picks it up and fires it in. That'll keep Sears at first base. But it's a big insurance run for the Fremont Moo. That'll make it a 6-0 game. And Brandon Haston, after 2 pitches he thought got him out of that inning, made him throw another. And instead it was an RBI hit from Sears. It's his 2nd hit of the night, rather his 3rd hit of the night. His 2nd RBI of the night. And there's a runner on first base with 2 outs that will bring in Taylor. So close the book on Hayden Mulva. That 3rd run will also be credited to him. Runner on first is Brandon's runner. No balls, no strikes, and he picks off the corner there. Nice pitch there, strike 1. Got to give some credit to the Pioneers pitchers facing E.J. Taylor today. They've done a great job not really giving him anything up in the zone to hit. They've made him chase some bad off-speed pitches low in the zone. But this is certainly someone that can hurt you. And that's expressed in the Pioneers outfielders backing up a couple steps. There's a curveball. Not a good pitch at all there from Brandon, and that's going to hit E.J. Taylor. So make that 2 runners on, 2 out. So it looked like the Pioneers might have been out of this inning after the solo home run, but instead it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 men down, and that'll bring up another dangerous hitter in Luke White. Luke White, of course, hit that moonshot home run his last time up, or rather 2 times up. That was against Caden Edwards back in the 3rd inning. He then singled in the 4th. Flew out to center last time. Takes a big swing there, swings and misses. White's 2 for 4 on the day. Has really been seeing the ball well. If White is able to keep the inning going, it'll be up to Jack Simonson who's already been on base 3 times. He's on deck. That pitch is up and outside from Brandon Haston. So the inning started 4-0. Moo scored on a solo home run. That was off the bat of Peyton Leeper. They then had a RBI single from Dylan Sears. The pitch, back pick from Tyler Davis. It's thrown away. Runners in no man's land. Shorts will try to make the tag. Taylor is back, but that is going to send Dylan Sears to third base. Heads up base running from Dylan Sears. Tyler Davis might have had EJ Taylor at first base, caught him sleeping. But it took Schwartz a bit to get to the base, and the throw took him a little bit off. Nice job from Schwartz keeping that ball from going into right field, as that almost certainly would have been a run scored and a runner on second for the Moo. But make it first and third now, 2 out. The count remains at 1 ball, 1 strike to Luke White. Haston sets, deals, off-speed pitch, and a nice pitch there, a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, as Haston could use a strikeout in a big way right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And it's Luke White, who's already had himself a huge day at the plate. The 2-2. That curveball is going to get away from Tyler Davis. And that's going to be the second wild pitch of the inning. And some sloppy defensive play in this inning is going to hurt the Pioneers as another run comes across at 7-0 Fremont. That was a tough pitch for Tyler Davis to try to stop, as the ball seemed to bounce a good foot or 2 in front of the mound. So that's going to score Dylan Sears. It's going to move EJ Taylor to second base, as Fremont has another runner in scoring position for White. The count is full. That one's driven out to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit from White. That's going to chase Dylan Sears home. White stops at first base as Ponder gets it in, and Luke White's huge night continues. His 3rd hit, his 2nd RBI, and this one's getting ugly. It's 8-0 Fremont. Luke White now 3 for 5 at the plate. So this Fremont team that was really shut down by Carson Ohl, Ryan Reynolds, Paul Panduro last night have come alive in this one. 14 hits through 6 2/3 innings. They've scored 8 times. And that's going to bring up Jack Simonson, who takes ball 1 upstairs. Simonson is 2 for 3, singled and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd, doubled and was stranded there in the 4th inning, and then walked against Hayden Mulva his last time up. As that pitch misses down and Brandon Haston falls behind Simonson, it's now 2 balls, no strikes. So after a strikeout to start the inning, it's all gone downhill from the Pioneers. They've given up 4 so far. Pitch from Haston, and that ball is fouled off to the right side. It's 2 balls and a strike as Haston gets back into this at-bat. Now with this Pioneers team, with the way they've hit this season, you certainly never count them out of a game, but it's starting to get late. They're going to need to start doing some damage soon. They're already in that Fremont bullpen, which is where they've thrived all season long, facing the opposing team's bullpens. As that curveball is blocked by Tyler Davis, who lost it for a sec, but he did a nice job of keeping that one in front. And that's going to keep Luke White from advancing. It's 3 balls and a strike to Simonson. If Simonson can find his way on, the shortstop Austin Baskin would be next. Baskin, another Fremont player with multiple hits in this game. He's 2 for 4. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, that's low and in the dirt. And Haston has walked Jack Simonson. That's going to bring Austin Baskin to the plate. And just like that, Fremont has 2 more runners on base. It's 1st and 2nd and 2 men out. Now after the solo home run from Peyton Leeper, Ryan Hayes flew out to left field rather. And since then, 5 straight Fremont Moo players have reached base safely. 3 of them have scored. And that's going to bring up Austin Baskin, who's 2 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch chopped Cade Mcgee over. It's off the glove. And he's not going to have a play. And the normally sure-handed Cade Mcgee, who's been playing an outstanding third base of late, might have just taken his eye off the ball on that one, as he got the long hop there. And it just bounced away. Score that in E5. It's the second Pioneers error of the day. And the bases are now loaded. So more trouble for the Pioneers here as Fremont will look to put this game completely out of reach. First pitch fly ball left field. Zerfus ranges over and he makes the grab, and that'll finally end the inning. The Pioneers give up 4 runs. They now trail 8-0. We'll see you after the break in the bottom half of the 7th inning. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Embrace summer with a Platte Valley Bank home equity line of credit. Relax on your new deck. Get cooking in your recently renovated kitchen, or finally finish the basement. You can even consolidate debt and enjoy lower monthly payments just by using the equity in your home. With great rates and fast, friendly lenders, now is the time to embrace summer and tackle projects that will make the whole family happy. Learn more at www.pvbank.com.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free, but you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
At Monument Physical Therapy, their purpose is to find the root of your problem, not to chase your symptoms. Disc and nerve pain, sports and work injuries, musculoskeletal disorders, and dizziness or balance issues are all very common, but you don't need to live with them. Monument Physical Therapy uses the most current, evidence-based, and board-certified orthopedic standards of care. Don't let months go by before getting to the source of your pain. Call them today at 308-633-5361 or visit them on Facebook.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
In the bottom of the 7th inning, it's going to be John Ponder, Nate Schwartz, and Kellen Rutz due up for the Western Nebraska Pioneers as they look to fight back in this one. Has not gone the Pioneers' way thus far. They're down 8-0 as we enter play in the bottom of the 7th. John Ponder steps up to the plate for his 3rd at-bat. Single to right field back in the 2nd, and his last time up to lead off the inning, he tried to bunt his way on, but got under it, and bunt popped up to the pitcher, Brody Sintek. It was one of Sintek's last batters at the time. It's Brendan Jones back out there again for Fremont. Why not? He's been great so far, and the first pitch is hit weakly to the second baseman. Sears is over. He'll throw it on to White. And again, a 1-pitch out for the Pioneers. That's now 4 innings where the first batter has gone down on the first pitch as they've been aggressive at the plate. It hasn't worked out thus far, but you got to appreciate the swings that they're taking up at the plate. This team does not want to get cheated, and they certainly haven't thus far this season. They'll bring up Nate Schwartz after the ground out to second base. Schwartz grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up, flew out to center his last time. In his last start against the Canyon County Spuds, he went 1 for 4 with his first home run of the season. Pioneers were down 2-1 at the time. That put them up 3-2. It's actually his first extra base hit of the season. That one must have felt great for Schwartz as he swings and misses there, and he's quickly down in the count. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Schwartz does most of his playing behind the plate, although he's at first base today. Antonio Nanez, the shortstop, gets the night off as Schwartz takes ball 1 low and away. Pioneers offense, or rather defense, has been pretty short of late. Only 4 guys really in there every single day as Schwartz takes a big hack and rips that one right back to the backstop. But Cade Mcgee has been their everyday guy at third base. Mazzaferro's done an unbelievable job at shortstop. Kellen Rutz has played a great second base. Also have Brian Webb, who they can throw in at first base now and then, but not a ton of depth in the infield. And a 1-2 fastball. Schwartz must have been looking off speed there as a nice fastball from Brendan Jones, and he sets down another Pioneers hitter. That one looking. That is going to bring up Kellen Rutz. Kellen Rutz, the only Pioneer to triple in back-to-back games this year, made a bid for a home run his last time up, just missed it. And he takes a big swing on the 0-0 pitch there. It looked like he was trying to hit another one to the wall, but he comes up empty. It's no ball and a strike. Credit to Brendan Jones, who's gone right after these Pioneers hitters. as Rutt steps in, as he's going to take that fastball on the outside corner. And just like that, it snowballs in 2 strikes to Kellen Rutz. If Kellen can keep the inning going, it'll be Mazzaferro out of the 9-hole due up next, and then the top of the order. The Pioneers look to get back into this one. Rather fastball, just missed on the outside corner. Jones thought he had him. Nice job laying off there from Kellen Rutz, who's someone that really does a good job of working at bats, slaps a lot of foul balls off when he gets pitches he doesn't like. And he drills one up the middle, and a diving play by the shortstop, Austin Baskin. A nice swing there from Kellen Rutz as he just sort of poked that one. Thought it had a chance of getting up the middle, but a great snag over there by Baskin. And that's going to do it for the 7th inning. We are headed towards the top of the 8th inning. You are listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
The professional agronomy staff at Westco wants to make 2022 the best year yet for your wheat crop. You will realize increased bushels at harvest with wheat fertilization and anhydrous ammonia applications now. Proper weed control will also increase bushels next year while preserving precious moisture. For more information on wheat fertilization and weed control, call an agronomy specialist at the Westco location nearest you. Westco, service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
When out in the fields, always remember to be safe around electricity and power lines. Whether it's during planting, irrigation, or harvest, don't move equipment on windy days or touch anything that is contacting a power line. Keep water away from power lines. Make sure wire is grounded properly, and don't be in the field during lightning. Chimney Rock and Roosevelt Public Power Districts would like to thank our farmers for feeding the world, pray for a bountiful harvest, and remind you to stay safe. Chimney Rock and Roosevelt Public Power Districts, your Stone Energy partners.
Now is the time to get all your school spirit gear, and the place to get everything you need is Logos in Gearing. School spirit is what they do at Logos. Whether you're a bulldog, a bearcat, or a tiger, they've got everything you need, from sweats to hats and, of course, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Need something for the entire team? Stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There is no job too big or small for Logos. Logos in downtown Gearing.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. I'm Jared Brecker, and you're listening to Pios Baseball as we start playing the top half of the 8th inning. Brandon Haston back on for his 2nd inning as he faces Peyton Leeper, who homered down the right field line his last time up. No balls and a strike, and that one's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. So Fremont batted around last inning. Darian Morphew struck out to start the inning, lined out to left to end the inning. It was everything that happened in between that was of concern for the Pioneers as they gave up 4 runs. And that curveball just misses low from Brandon Haston. Nice 0-2 pitch there. But Leeper does a good job spitting on it. And he'll get another one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have an update in the Spearfish Sasquatch game as they have scored a run in the top of the 9th inning, rather the top of the 10th inning. They've scored 3 runs. We have another update there as this is breaking, as they now lead the Pier Trappers 6-3. With the extra inning rule, Pier will start the bottom of the 10th inning with a runner on second base. But they're going to have a lot of offensive damage to do against a very good Spearfish team. So if that game holds, as that pitch misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes, if that game holds, then they will continue leading the Clark division by half a game. Fremont doing what they need to do so far tonight, just staying in contention after a tough loss last night. And a good at-bat here from Leeper as he fouls off the 2-2 pitch. We're going to do it again. Brandon Haston's attacked him so far. It's been a lot of fastballs. Leeper is 1 for 2. Homered his last time up, has also flown out and walked twice. And another foul ball. Great at-bat here from Leeper, really making Brandon Haston work. He's going to get another 2-2 pitch here. Leeper's hometown is Mocane, Missouri. He goes to Southeast Missouri State. 5'11" switch hitter, as that pitch just completely got away from Brandon Haston and actually went behind the hitter Leeper, but somehow didn't hit him. So Brandon Haston will take that as he's still in this at-bat. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the delivery from Haston. This one's hit a mile high over towards first base. Nate Schwartz is over. He takes a look at it. He reached up for it, and that ball went about a foot past him, as he had to go a long way for that one. Didn't have a great chance of making that play, and he just seemed to have misjudged it a little bit at the end. So Brandon Haston's going to have to go right back at it here on the mound. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch. Hipped hard down the third base line. It gets past Cade Mcgee. Zerfus is there. He's going to hold the runner at first base. Leeper took a huge turn around first base. Looked as if he was going to go too, but Zerfus got to that ball quickly and threw a strike over to the cutoff man, Mazzaferro. So Fremont will have the leadoff runner on. Cade Mcgee made a great effort on that one. That ball was just out of his outstretched grasp right there. Would have been a phenomenal play if he was able to even just trap that ball. But instead, it's a runner on first base, no one out. Another leadoff runner for Fremont as this pitch is skipped in for ball 1. So Leeper joins the list of Fremont players with 2 hits in this one, as that'll bring up the 9-hitter, Ryan Hayes, who's 2 for 4 in this one. Got Fremont started all the way back in the second with 2 RBIs. So he takes ball 2 up and away. Delivery there from Haston. That one's fouled, and it's going to go out of play. Counts now at 2-1. Outfield relatively straight up. Infield middle is double play depth right now, as they'll look to get a ground ball here. Haston took something off there, as that one is also going to get into the stands. No balls and 2 strikes. So Pioneers, who have been looking all night for a 1-2-3 inning, have not been able to find it this half. But a ground ball here would erase that first runner. It would be great for the Pioneers. It would be great for Brandon Haston. So he gets ready to deal the 2-2 pitch. That one misses up and away. Might have tried to quick pitch him a bit there. Nice little slide step from Brandon. Haven't seen that from him tonight. But the count is full to Ryan Hayes. Leadoff hitter Tyler Push waiting for his 6th at-bat of the night on deck. He's certainly gotten plenty of looks at these pitchers, as Hayes drives this one to center field. Smelka inches back, makes the play, and the Pioneers have their first out of the inning. So not a bad at-bat from Hayes. Got a good piece of wood on it, but wasn't able to drive it too far. Smelka, who covers so much ground, didn't need to cover any there, as it was hit practically right to him. And the Pioneers have their first out of the inning. So here comes Tyler Push. He's had quite the eventful night. Struck out in the first, walked in the second, flew out to the warning track his 3rd time up. Was hit a single and thrown out trying to go home on an infield hit in the 5th, then walked and scored in the 7th. And here he is at the 8th, swinging and missing at a first pitch off speed. It's no balls and a strike. $15 hits in this one for Fremont. No errors, 8 runs scored. It's been a great all-around effort for these guys. The 1-0 pitch, the 0-1 rather, and that one gets the bottom of the zone. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Push is always a tough out, someone that works counts really well. His spray chart suggests that he likes to hit the ball really just all over the park. And he chases that one out of the zone, though, and Brandon Haston has a strikeout. Nice backdoor slider, it looked like there. And he gets a dangerous push for the 2nd out of the inning. That one was swinging, and that'll bring up Dylan Sears. Dylan Sears has 3 hits in this one. He's gone 3 for 5. Has also driven in 2 Fremont runs. Haston sets and deals. First pitch gets the corner. Nice fastball there from Haston. It's no balls and a strike. Aston's throwing a lot more strikes in this inning. Looks really good with his control. He sets, deals, fires. This one's popped up. This is going to be easy play for Cade Mcgee, who puts it away. So a nice inning from Brandon Haston. Fremont gets a base hit, but they can't make anything come of it. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pioneers nothing, Fremont 8. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Man, flies are annoying, aren't they? Especially when there could be 2,000 of them sitting on each cow in your herd. This can lead to stress that ultimately cuts down into your bottom line, and that's even more annoying. Using Purina Wind and Rain Mineral with fly control can help cut down the hornfly population, and it doesn't clump up so there's no waste, which means you can get less of that annoying fly buzz and more of that good buzz when people see how great your cattle look. Feed with greatness with Purina Wind, Rain, and Mineral with fly control. Learn more at Marker Ag at 718 21st Avenue in Scottsbluff, or call us at 633-1057, or like us on Facebook.
Wonderful warmer weather, sunshine, and blue skies bring new life, growth, and so much beauty along with it. Get out and make new memories this summer. Enjoy the great outdoor activities available to us right outside our back door, including walking, biking, hiking, running, fishing, camping, and more. Take time this summer to enjoy all the good life has to offer in the Panhandle of Nebraska. And remember to wear sunscreen. This message is brought to you by Prime Metal Products.
Katie, remember the day you made me the happiest man alive? I asked if you wanted to live to the fullest, to wake up every morning savoring potato olays, fluffy scrambled eggs, and breakfast burritos from Taco John's, and you said,
"Get your hands off my burrito."
Oh, Katie, I love when you whisper sweet nothings.
Wake up and go with bigger, bolder, better breakfast, only at Taco John's.
Drive-thru open at 6 a.m., dining room open at 8. Taco John's, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Bridgeport.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. Pioneers have had a tough time mustering much tonight. So far, 5 hits and no runs, as they will look to get on the scoreboard this inning. They have the right guys coming up. Jared Mazzaferro will lead off, Eric Smelka batting second, and Cade Mcgee will be third. Alex Zerfus, Jake English, Tyler Davis coming up next if the Pioneers can get an inning going. And the umpire says we got one more warm-up pitch. We have a new pitcher for the Fremont Moo. Into the game is James Raffoff from Volunteer State Community College, number 21. I've got no data on James Raffoff, so I'm wondering if this might be his first outing of the season. Or if it's not, I'm sure we'll get that update soon. Update in the Spearfish game. They now lead 7-3 in the top of the 10th. So barring a Pier comeback in the bottom half of the 10th, it looks like Spearfish will maintain their half-a-game lead in the Clark division if Fremont is able to hold on to this game here. Mazzaferro leading off. First pitch, low and inside for ball 1. That pitch is hit hard, but foul down the left field line. The count is even. So the Pioneers put up 9 runs yesterday, but the last 2 games against Fremont before that, they failed to score in each game. They were no-hit that second game. So they've had some trouble getting to Fremont this year as Mazzaferro hits one towards first. White makes a diving effort, but it goes off his glove. And the Pioneers have their second leadoff runner of the night. Jared Mazzaferro, credit him with an infield single. Luke White made a nice effort trying to get to that one, but it bounced off the glove, and once that happened, he had no chance of getting the speedy Mazzaferro. Mazzaferro's out of Ohlone Junior College. He's a sophomore, originally from San Jose, California. And that's going to bring up the Gonzaga kid, Cade Mcgee. Or rather, the leadoff batter, Eric Smelka. First pitch in the dirt, catcher loses it, and heads up base running for Mazzaferro as he'll take second base. That'll break up the double play chance. So Eric Smelka comes up to the plate now. He's been the Pioneers' leading hitter all season. He's 1 for 3 in this one, grounded out to second base in the first, singled on a chopped ground ball that got over the first baseman, Luke White's head, in the third, and then popped out to the third baseman, Leaper, his last time up. As we're going to get a quick step off from Rafoff. 1-0 pitch on its way to Smelka. That one's hit, lined, and it's caught. And that's just the kind of night it's been for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Eric Smelka hits the seed up the middle. That looked like an RBI single all the way. The pitcher, James Rafoff, just throwing his glove at it. A little look what I found. And an unlucky double play there. Nothing Eric Smelka could have done there. Nothing Jared Mazzaferro could have done there, as that ball got back to the pitcher's mound so quickly. And a very tough break for a Pioneers team that really needed some luck this inning. There's 2 down and no one on. Now Cade Mcgee, who took ball 1. Another pitch, fastball way upstairs. 2 balls, no strike. Cade led off the 6th inning, hit a fly ball that looked like it was going to be a routine out, but the left fielder, Darian Morphew, lost it in the lights. And Cade found his way on second base with a double, so that's 3 extra base hits in the last 2 games for Cade Mcgee, as he takes a nice fastball in the outside corner for a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. Alex Zerfus on deck, as Mcgee will look to get something started with 2 outs and no one on. Takes a big hack at that one and fouls it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is a Pioneers team that scores a lot of runs, been in first or second place in the majority of the important offensive categories all season long. For some reason, I've had some trouble getting runs across against this Fremont Moo team, as that pitch is hit high in the air to center. Here comes Push, where it had to go a long way. He makes the catch. Dylan Sears almost getting in his way there. Had to hit the deck to avoid that one. Score that in F8. We are now done with 8 complete innings at Oregon Trail Park Stadium as we head to the top of the 9th. It's Fremont 8, Western Nebraska nothing. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Michael is high-fiving random strangers.
I got free Runza.
He downloaded the Runza mobile app and already earned rewards.
I never win anything. This is crazy.
Well, everyone wins with Runza rewards.
Oh, that's good. You should be like a spokesperson for Runza.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Watch this. Download the Runza mobile app to order ahead, find a Runza, and yes, start getting rewards today.
Whoa.
Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
When you decide to sell your car, there are so many more options than ever before. Do not overlook Team Auto Center as a top-rated buyer for your old vehicle. No need to trade it in on a new one. Team Auto Center will give you a fair market price for your vehicle with no expectation of you purchasing from us. Come experience the difference at Team Auto Center or visit us online at teamautocenter.net.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
We're ready to resume baseball here in the top of the 9th inning as Brandon Haston, who's been pretty good so far for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, will be given another inning as he's back out there for the top of the 9th. It's going to be E.J. Taylor, Luke White, and Jack Simonson as Taylor takes a big swing at the first pitch of the inning but comes up empty, no balls and a strike. Taylor's now getting up with for his 6th time out of the 3-hole today. He is 0 for 4, was hit by a pitch his last time up. As he is the only player, or rather one of 2 players on this Fremont team without a hit in this game. Normally one of their biggest hitters. He's been held quiet despite Fremont's offensive outburst tonight. The 1-1 pitch got the corner on the outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Brandon Haston's ahead on E.J. Taylor. Taylor's flown out 3 times in this game and getting under a lot of pitches. off-speed pitch, and he stays alive, fouls that one away. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Aston gets set, deals. Nice off-speed pitch, kept it away, and he gets the swing and the miss. That changeup has looked really good all night for Brandon Haston. He's keeping on the outside part of the plate to righties, going in on lefties, and he's found a lot of success there. So it's going to be a rare 0 for 5 for the star hitter E.J. Taylor, who came into today batting .414 on the season. That's his second strikeout of the game. He also went down looking against Caden Edwards. That was all the way back in the top of the second inning. And that'll bring up today's superstar for the Fremont Moo. It's Luke White. Luke White's 3 for 5, hit a no-doubt homer back in the third, singled in the fourth, singled his last time in the seventh, was stranded at third base to end the inning. He's seen the ball really well all game long as he takes ball 1 upstairs. Luke White out of Lewiston, Idaho, goes to Lewis Clark State, and he watches ball 2 sail up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. White is 6'2", 220 pounds. Infielder who can play the corners, although he's at first base tonight. Big kid is, not sure if that was a fastball or a changeup there, but that one skips up to the plate. 3 balls and no strikes. And Haston will look just to get back into this AB right here. Tyler Davis is going to walk this ball back out to the mound. Maybe calm his pitcher out a little bit. Brandon Haston looked great. The first batter, E.J. Taylor, hasn't thrown a ball close to the zone, however, to Luke White. Although the way White has swung the bat today, I don't think I can blame him much. It'll be Jack Simonson on deck. Simonson went deep in yesterday's game. He has 2 hits and 2 walks in this one. He's been on base 4 out of his 5 at-bats. So this Fremont team just firing on all cylinders. 3 balls, no strike in an 8-0 game will almost certainly be taking here. And he kind of a half swing there. Not sure what that was. If you're going to swing 3-0, you'd think you'd be going all or nothing. But nonetheless, Brandon Haston will take it. That pitch appeared to be in the zone anyway. And it's 3 balls and a strike. Another big swing and another big miss. And from down 3-0, Brandon Haston has quickly worked this count back into his favor. Or rather, a mutual favor, as it's 3 balls and 2 strikes against Luke White. Luke White has struck out 23 times this season, not a ton for a power hitter. And he swings and misses at that one in the dirt. Tyler Davis applies the quick tag. And Brandon Haston has 2 quick strikeouts. Both going down on off-speed pitches, both going down swinging. If Haston can get Simonson here, it'll be the first 1-2-3 inning of the night for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. We also have a score update, a final out of Pier. It is the Spearfish Sasquatch 7 and the Pier Trappers 3. As that game has come to a close, which means that the Spearfish Sasquatch will live in first place for at least one more day, as Haston throws ball 1 outside to Jack Simonson. Assuming Fremont is able to hold on to this one, they will remain only half a game out. Really important that they were able to take care of business today, and so far they've looked great as Simonson watches a second pitch out of the zone. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Haston back into his motion. He throws. That ball is fouled off right down the first base line. 2 balls and a strike. We'll be back tomorrow for Game 3. A Thursday night game. It'll also be a 6:35 p.m. start, as the Moo will look to continue their success as Simonson drills one up the middle. Haston almost made the play, but it just got by his glove. That's a single for Jack Simonson. That's his 3rd hit of the game and his 5th time on base in 6 at-bats. Have yourself a day, Jack Simonson. So the Moo have a big one tomorrow, as Spearfish will take on Pier one more game. This is the first time the Fremont Moo have been in Gearing, Nebraska this summer, despite being in the same divisions. First time they've met here. Pioneers took care of business last night. Moo looks like they're taking care of business tonight. And that pitch goes inside and drills the shortstop, Austin Baskin. First pitch fastball. Got him right in the ribs, it looked like. That one can't feel too good. And that'll push Jack Simonson to second base. The Fremont has yet another runner in scoring position as Baskin moves to first base. Baskin is on base for the 4th time in this game, as it's tough to win games giving up this many base runners. And this pitch is blooped down the left field line. Zerfus going a long way, and he makes the grab. A great play from Alex Zerfus. A little confusion there on the field as it read 1 out on the scoreboard, but there were indeed 2 as that ends the inning. So Brandon Haston able to work his way out of some trouble in the 9th inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th now. It's Fremont 8, Pioneers nothing. You're listening to KNEB.
Congratulations, your student is headed off to college. Give them the checking account that provides protection and value as they embark on this new adventure. First State Bank's new Elite or Premier checking accounts powered by Bazing will give you that peace of mind. Your student will have 24/7 roadside assistance, cell phone protection, deals on shopping and dining, free nationwide ATMs, and mobile deposit. Parents and students alike will have less to worry about as this new chapter begins. Another reason when we say we're big on you, we mean it. First State Bank, member FDIC.
WTT now has a Bank Shot game room dedicated to Bank Shot skill games. And better yet, they're open 24/7. Stop in, play, and you might be the next big winner. While you're there, fuel up the car, wash the car, get some pizza, ice cold drinks, or mini stacks to choose from. There's no need to drive all over town. It's all here at WTT on the Beltline Highway. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WTT, your one-stop shop to make you a winner. Riley Johnson.
So the dream was to build your very own law practice. Be your own boss, call all the shots. But have things like billing, HR, timekeeping, and all the other management stuff turned your dream into a nightmare? Take charge of your practice with Lexicon. We're the intersection of practice management software and legal support services for your firm. You'll get more billable and livable hours back. Lexicon marks the spot for all your practice management needs. Visit lexiconservices.com/intersection to get the whole story or schedule a demo.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Gotcha. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Pioneers will look to mount a big comeback in the 9th inning. Today has really gone all Fremont's way, though, as they lead this one 8-0. Got some defensive changes for Fremont as Jack Simonson moves to first base. Reynolds comes into the game, who pinch hit for White. He'll be playing left field. Morphew moves from left to right. And now into pitch is the big right-handed thrower out of North Dakota State University, Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson has had a bit of a tough go of it this summer. He's only gone 4 games, started 1 of them. As the first pitch of the inning is popped up, is this one going to stay in play? No, it is not, as it lands mere feet behind the netting down the first base line. So Johnson comes into the game with a 10.8 ERA. He's pitched 5 innings, struck out 5, given up 5 hits. But what really stands out is 12 walks in 5 innings. When you're giving up a walk an inning, things aren't going to go too well for you as a pitcher. And when you're giving up over 2 walks an inning, that's just a recipe for disaster. With that being said, Johnson's only gone 5 innings, and he'll certainly look to turn things around starting now, as it's evident Fremont will rely on him towards the end of the season to give them innings out of the bullpen. And the 0-1 delivery to Zerfus. That one misses low. Counts even, 1-1. Pioneers will have Alex Zerfus, Jake English, and Tyler Davis due up this inning. They've mustered only 6 hits this game, have not scored a run, are in danger of being shut out 3 out of their last 4 games to this Fremont team that they very well might see in the playoffs. And that pitch is lined to center field, and that one's going to get over the head of Push. Zerfus on his way to second. He's going to stop there. It's a leadoff double for Alex Zerfus. And the Pioneers are going to see what they can do here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The third extra base hit of the night for the Pioneers. Remember, Kellen Rutz tripled. That was back in the 5th inning. Mcgee had that double that got lost in the lights in the 6th. And now to start the bottom of the 9th inning, Alex Zerfus, probably the best hit ball all day from the Pioneers, just smacked the line drive over the center fielder Push's head. And that's going to bring up Jake English with a runner on second base and no one out. English having a tough night so far as he takes ball 1 down. He's 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. His last time up, he grounded out to the mound. Pitcher Jones made a nice play at the time. English 1 for 7 in the series as he looks to get going tonight. Was swinging the bat really well against Canyon County. Didn't have a ton of hits to show for it necessarily, but really was coming up with some great at-bats, putting barrel on ball. And, you know, sometimes those balls just don't fall, but certainly looked good at the plate for English. Great sign. Pioneers for seeing him heat up towards the end of the year as he looks to get back into things this series against Fremont. It's been a tough start. The 1-0 pitch gets away from the catcher. Zerfus will move to third base. And the Pioneers now, with their best scoring opportunity of the night, have a runner on third base and no one down. Score that a wild pitch. As it sends Zerfus over to third base, Jake English, a Kansas kid, has driven in 33 runs for the Pioneers this season. .22 RBIs, rather. My mistake there. Came into the game sporting a .319 batting average, so he's really seen the ball well all summer long as he takes a good fastball in the outside corner for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Now, one thing you expect to see from English is a lot more power production. In 116 at-bats, only 6 extra base hits, 5 of those for doubles. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he had the Pioneers' first home run of the season as he grounds that one into the hole. And the third baseman and the shortstop have a little mishap, and that ball's going to sneak into left field. And the Pioneers will not be shut out tonight. It's an RBI single for Jake English. And the Pioneers, first time all night, are on the board. That single chased Alex Zerfus home. Jake English with his second hit of the series, first of the night. We'll certainly take that as the Pioneers have a base runner for their catcher, Tyler Davis. Tyler Davis has swung the bat really well in front of the home crowd here. Introduced himself with a long home run in his first game back in June, and since then, it's really just been fun to watch him both behind the plate and at the dish as he takes a ball outside there. It's 1-0. Tyler's one of those rare catchers that offers you speed on the bases, which has been so valuable this season. He's got 15 stolen bags as he chops this one over to shortstop. This one's fielded, tossed to Sear, back over to first base. That's not in time. It's going to be a fielder's choice. That ball was just not hit hard enough. Tyler Davis runs too well, despite the long stretch from Jack Simonson there. So Fremont Moo get their first out of the 9th inning here. And it'll bring up the Georgia State product, John Ponder, to the plate. Score that a 6-4 back home. As that is the first out of the inning. Jake English eliminated off the bases. Ponder's 1 for 3 in this one. Singled in his first at-bat. Popped up a bunt and then grounded out to second. Both of those outs were the first pitch of an inning, so he's been very aggressive tonight. Not aggressive here, however, as he takes strike 1 over the plate. And the reliever, Riley Johnson, delivers. This one's hit hard, but right to the second baseman, Sears. This could be 2. Bobbled at shortstop. That one's going to be on the transfer, so they're going to get the out. But that looked like a tailor-made double play ball to end the game. And the Pioneers have some life. And the Pioneers fans don't seem too happy here. Not sure what they're saying in the dugout. That one looked like a good call to me. Nice shuffle over from the second baseman. Dylan Sears right there made a great throw, and I think the shortstop was just rushing that play a little bit too much. So we're going to have 2 down here after the fielder's choice from Ponder. And Nate Schwartz due up now. Schwartz is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He's also hit into a double play and flown to center field as he swings and misses at the first pitch. The 0-1 delivery to Schwartz. Another big swing and another big miss. And just like that, the Pioneers are down to their final strike. If Schwartz is able to get on, it'll be Kellen Rutz up next, who tripled earlier in the game. Pioneers were able to scratch a run across, but they still trail 7 as they're down to their final strike. And Ponder will swipe the bag there. That pitch was in the dirt. Anyway, I'm not sure if that would have been defensive indifference or not, but credit Ponder with the stolen base, as it looked like the second baseman, Dylan Sears, made an effort to at least get to the bag there. So that was a ball. Ball 1, 1-2. Nate Schwartz will look to get a base hit, pick up the Pioneers, give them their second run of the game. But instead, he'll take a big swing and strike out on the 1-2 fastball, as Riley Johnson comes in and closes the door. He gave up a run, but he had plenty of runs to work with as the Fremont Moo come into this Game 2 matchup against the Pioneers and really just dominated them on all sides of the ball. Great pitching, starting with Brody Sintek all the way down to Riley Johnson. The hitting was great, led by Luke White and Peyton Leeper. That is all for this game tonight. The Pioneers drop this one 8-1. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the Runza post-game show. Stay with us. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, could I have EPI?
Sponsored by AbbVie.
Dooley Oil has been providing great service since 1968. Located at 2475 10th Street in Gearing, they are your distributor for premium Shell lubricants and also carry most all other major brands. Dooley Oil is the only master distributor of Hell's Fuel Additive in Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado. Dooley Oil is your extreme diesel fuel provider for the 3-state region. Remember, delivery is available, so for all of your ag and commercial lubricant and fuel needs, trust the folks at Dooley Oil. Thank you for your patronage. Dooley Oil, committed to you.
Good luck, Western Nebraska Pioneers, from the A. Elliott Law Office. A. Elliott Law is located at the Railway Office Plaza on the corner of Railway Street and Avenue B in Scottsbluff, Suite C110. Needing legal counsel for criminal law, juvenile law, real estate, estate planning, probate and domestic, and family law? Call Audrey Long today for an appointment. 633-5294. A. Elliott Law supports the Western Nebraska Pioneers.
Rainbow! The best line of irrigation solutions is found only at Lindsay. Pumps, pivots, filtration, and remote control all work together to maximize efficiency and yields. Lindsay's rugged equipment, integrated technologies, and plug-and-play add-ons will make the most of your operation, enhancing value, reducing risk, and increasing profits. Rely on the Lindsay Advantage. To learn more, talk to your local dealer or visit lindsayadvantage.com.
Contact Midwest Farm Service in Gearing today at 308-632-6137.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they could get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
It's time now for the Runza post-game show, presented by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes a great stop before or after every game. Win or lose, Runza makes it all better.
Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Shadron. Welcome into the Runza postgame show. I'm Jared Brecker. And we will dissect tonight's loss against the Fremont Moo. The Pioneers dropped this one 8-1. As we'll go over what went so right for the Fremont Moo today. It really all started with the starting pitcher, Brody Sintek. Sintek did just a masterful job on the mound. Went 4 2/3 of an inning. Gave up only 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 2, but gave up no runs. Looked like he was good to complete that 5th and maybe even go into the 6th inning before some sort of injury kept him from doing so. He left the game. The Moo then brought in Brendan Jones, then James Raffoff, then Riley Johnson, who all combined to just give up 1 run. They also struck out 3 in the process. They only gave up 4 hits in the game. Really stood out to me about this Moo team today was that they gave up 1 walk. This is a Pioneers team that does damage with runners in scoring position. We didn't see it today. But if you give them free base runners, they're going to make it hurt more times than not. And so 1 run is just an unbelievable job from this Moo pitching staff. If you look over on the Pioneer side, a complete opposite story. 7 walks given up. Caden Edwards, who came into the game knowing he wasn't going to go too deep as the playoffs are coming up in a week, went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits on 3 earned runs, walked 4, and struck out 6. Certainly not a terrible outing for Edwards, although he would have liked to probably get into that 4th or 5th inning. Also struck out 6 batters. Hayden Mulva came in for 3 2/3 of an inning. Did a really good job, got touched up a bit at the end with the home run from Leaper. Also had an inherited run given up when Haston came into the game, but he went 3 2/3, allowing 6 hits on 3 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And Brandon Haston finished off the game going the last 2 innings and a third, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 1, and struck out 3. This Fremont Moo team hit the ball today, and they hit it with a vengeance. Everyone in their starting lineup, with the exception of Darius Morphew and E.J. Taylor, collected a hit. Push at the top of the order went 1 for 4 after that. Sears went 3 for 6. White went 5 for 3, including what I think might have been the furthest home run we've seen this season from an opposing team. Simonson went 3 for 4. Baskin had a great game at shortstop. He went 2 for 5. Morphew, as I said, was 0 for 5. Leaper out of the 8-hole, 2 for 3. He hit that home run off Mulva that just stayed fair and got off the foul pole down the right field line. And then the catcher, Hayes, he got it all started in the 2nd inning with a long 2-run single. And he just built on his stellar day from there. Picked up another hit in the 5th inning. As the Moo left this game with 4 extra base hits, 8 runs batted in, as they win this game 8-1. Tough night at the park for the Pioneers. They'll be back at it tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. in the rubber match of this one. The Moo need to win tomorrow to keep their playoff hopes alive. They continue to be only half a game behind Spearfish after winning tonight. We will certainly keep you updated on that Spearfish score as we get into the game tomorrow. As for tonight, we appreciate you all back home for listening. I'm Jared Brecker, and you've been listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Hi, I'm Kathy Birch from Van Newkirk Real Estate. Van Newkirk Real Estate is more than a realtor. We're your helping hand of knowledge when it comes to the investment you'll make buying that